Welcome in, guys. Everybody, welcome in. Come on in, Jim. I'll let everybody load in here. A lot of you have probably seen the video. We have launched a worldwide Walmart boycott over a lot of things. I'm working with a couple different creators, large creators, to initiate this boycott. Welcome in, Remy. As people come in, I'm on YouTube. We got YT down here, and I got TT up here. Welcome in, guys. Hey, YT. So we got our, this is from a while ago. We got our 100, this is for 100,000 followers in YT. Thank you, guys. YT, thank you. We're at like 151 now, I think, but I haven't gone live on YT in a while, or since then. So thank you, YT. We got 47 on YT. Welcome in, guys. Hey, what's up, Just Lucky? Moose is here. Guys, we're going to talk about the Walmart ban. Okay, so certain creators, C.O.C.A is one of them. He has millions. C.O.C.A and I have been talking for months now, since the Kentucky Legend scandal that I uncovered, where the labels were double the weight of what they actually weigh. They were all over the nation at $25, and they were actually supposed to be around 2 pounds versus like almost 5 pounds. When that scandal was happening, him and I have been talking about some sort of Walmart boycott, but we've been waiting. We've been waiting and waiting. Now is the time. So we've issued it. If you haven't seen it, or if you're coming in from that video on TT, the video on TT, what time I released it at 5 o'clock. At 6:15, I think it had 30,000 views already. So it's blowing up. Guys, thank you for reposts. Thank you for likes. Thank you for shares. We are the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. Right now, we're at like 570,000 strong on 4 different platforms. Hey, Cal, how you doing? We're like 570,000 on 4 different platforms. I've launched the Coalition of Consumer Advocates on FB and on TT. I'm going to get it on YT. So please join that channel or our page over there as much as well. It's almost like we need a group organization. That's what it is, Rabbit. We're organizing. And I know a lot of people are boycotting. A lot of people want to boycott. They're making videos to boycott over Damon Darling, what's happened to him. It's insane that they banned him from Walmart for life, when somebody like Mr. Beast is doing the same thing. The point is, a lot of people are just saying boycott Walmart. No, we need to spearhead it. What we need to do is we need to focus everybody on 1 week. You can boycott Walmart for the rest of your life, but we need people. We understand that there's people out there in rural areas like where I am. There's no other option. That's cool. We need to make that choice, though, from September 20 or August 28th to September 3rd, to go somewhere else, to go to another grocery store, to go to another, get your oil changed somewhere else, to go to a hardware store, or whatever. If we can do that, guys, Walmart, like I said in the video, Walmart revenue is $14 billion in 1 week. In 1 week. So if we could at least get half the people to just go somewhere else, and you can't load up because we start on a Friday. August 28th is on a Friday. You can't load up. You got to go somewhere else. I hear you, Jesus or Jesus. We could hit them for 7 billion. And even if we don't get 7 billion, if we hit them for 4, if we hit them for 3, if we hit them for 2, because you got to understand this, those class action lawsuits, like the last one that was $45 million, that's pocket change. Do you know how long it takes Walmart? I just rechecked it. I was way off. I don't know what statistics I was saying like 2 months ago. I just rechecked it. Do you know how long it takes Walmart to revenue $45 million? Somebody take a guess. How long do you think it takes Walmart to revenue $45 million? I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3 hours, somebody says. 45 seconds, somebody says. Half a day, 3 minutes, 12 hours, 7 hours. No, some of you are close. It's not even an hour. Who do we got? 4 days. 1 day, 2 days on YT. 33 minutes. So that class action lawsuit, the class action lawsuit for $45 million is make it rain money. It's in their budget. It takes them 33 minutes to revenue $45 million. Look it up. So, and what happens with those? I mean, we get happy because we feel like something got done. We feel like something got done. We feel like they got hit in their pocketbook. But I just explaining to you how they're not getting hit in their pocketbook. They're not getting hit in their bank account. So a class action lawsuit is also where we know that these attorneys make millions and millions of dollars, and we get a check like from $13 to $28. How many got? Hey, how many guys got a check? How many guys got a check for some money on that last year's class action lawsuit? It takes me 33 minutes to spend my entire paycheck, says Rabbit. Yeah, so this is the idea, guys. We boycott them from, hey, K-Man, thank you for the Daily Heart Me. We boycott them from August 28th, August 28th to September 3rd. You just go somewhere else. We have I mean, I'd be happy if we get half the people not to go there. But if anywhere below that, we're going to get them for billions. And that's a lot better. So with that, just imagine the strength of a community that we will have. You guys got to understand, we have Cavell Kavan with us. Does anybody know who he is? He has millions and millions of followers on all 4 platforms. Millions. So he already is making copies of the video. He's getting it out there. He's going to be making videos. That's what we have to do, guys. Please repost the video. Make your own videos. If you guys are creators, make your own videos. You don't have to even include me. I don't care. We've launched it. This isn't about me. It's never about me. It's not even about the coalition of consumer advocates. It's not even about us. It's about we the people. Like I said, make your own videos about the worldwide Walmart boycott. The worldwide Walmart boycott. Get the dates out there, guys. We're going to be effective at it. There's other ones that have tried. I've seen that, but we right here are probably the one of the most anti. My page is probably one of the most anti-Walmart pages on social media, and that's because they are the major culprits. Out of all the investigations I've done, there's been 4 items, right? 4 items now in Walmart. The shrimp, the great value shrimp, the bacon, the chicken. What was the other one? I had another one in there. Oh, Kentucky Legend ham. But here's the other thing. A lot of people are going to say, Walmart does not, it's not their fault. That Walmart does not pack it. They do not weigh it. They do not label it. Yes, that's true. Why do they do that? One, because it cuts on labor, because all Walmart cares is about more profit. They increased profits last year by $2.5 billion while we're struggling in inflation. And they're putting all this stuff into manipulative marketing and AI technology and forecasting and dynamic pricing. There were 2 guys that did it. I saw the video on TikTok. They were in different parts of the city, right? In different parts of the city, and they were ordering online, and the prices were different. That's what they're doing to us, guys. So there's so many reasons for us to boycott. If it's about Damon Darling, if it's about digital price tags, if it's about deceptive marketing, if it's about, I put the list on the video, we need to do it. Okay? We need to do it because the $45 million lawsuits they get, it does nothing for them. So you got to imagine this. What kind of force will we have? If we are successful at this, guys, if we are successful at this, imagine what else we could do with any other companies. We will be known as a force to be reckoned with. If we start calling out companies and we initiate a boycott, these companies will fall in line. This is our one and only shot. Somebody sing the 8 Mile. Somebody sing some Eminem right now. We only got one shot. This is it, guys. This is it. We have one shot. If we are successful at this Walmart boycott, we the people will be able to take matters into our own hands. Let me read some here. You would never ever crush them. No, we won't crush them, Slime. Or who is that? I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on. Emil, we won't crush them. And that's not the point. The point is to make a dent. The point is to know that all of us, we the people, whether you guys are a part of coalition of consumer advocates, we're the ones that launched it. But this is about us that if anybody else, we've had Kroger so far. We've had Domino Sugar on my page. If you guys are new to the page, we are a group, coalition of consumer advocates is run on my page right now. We're ready for anybody to join. If any of these big creators we haven't even talked about that want to join, all you have to do is follow us here. Please follow the actual consumer or Coalition Consumer Advocates on TikTok so far, and on FB as well. But we will be a force to be reckoned with. We so far, Coalition of Consumer Advocates have taken 5 companies now, 5 companies, and forced them to either make statements. Oh, I got news about the Sun, the article about this. I'll tell you. Remind me to talk about Sun. The Sun News was I did an interview with them. Something got held up. It's about Walmart. I'll tell you. But so far, we have 560,000 members across 4 platforms. So far, we have taken on Kentucky Legend and forced them to make 2 statements because they lied in the first one. I kept going out there and I kept finding the hams that they said were only in a 5-minute window. And our community, we use social media as a weapon. Our community got the videos out into the faces of Kentucky Legend, in the faces of Walmart, and then into the face of the USA Today with Betty Lynn Fisher, who jumped on and got Walmart to make statements. Thank you, Papa Slayer. Right? Kentucky Legend, we forced them to make 2 statements, recall 700 internet reported somewhere between $750,000 to $1 million in ham they had to pull. They also had to recalibrate their scales and correct their policies and procedures. That's what they said they were doing in the statement. Also, Kroger cheese was underweight. I was finding in multiple stores, 14 different stores in my area. We started making videos about it. The community got those videos in the face of them. Kroger, just like Walmart, who is on their way, just like Walmart, will not make statements either. But if you go in and watch my videos, I did undercover video work and talked to deli managers. One deli manager said that they flew the president in from headquarters, from corporate, down into the Atlanta area, and he was visiting all the stores. And in the video, he said he wasn't happy with the weight of this cheese. So that's what we did, guys. That's what we get, without weights and measures, without the AG, without any of these government. Well, some of these governments institutions have been cut as well. So we're doing this on our own, and we're making change. After Kroger, we had Domino Sugar. Domino Sugar, same thing. I was hitting 14 different Krogers and finding the Domino Sugar. Hey, Pikachu, underweight in stores up to about 3 ounces. We did the exact same thing. Justin Gray from Channel 2 News jumped on. WSB here in Atlanta, he jumped on. He put his foot on their necks. Right? He questioned them. We're finding a pattern. The first statement they made was just like Kentucky Legend. We've checked our scales. We check them daily, and everything is on point. And Justin even called me. He was like, dude, when I talked to them, man, he was like, they were really snarky too. I said, oh yeah, we'll see. I went out and I count dozens more that were anywhere from 1 ounce to 3 ounces short in the package. So we made videos again, and you guys got them out there. Likes, shares, repost, comment. Got them out there and forced them through Justin Gray again to make it the final statement where they admitted that they had a problem and they were going to fix it. And then what do you know? 3 days later, from a whistleblower, who I protect all whistleblowers. Anybody that's in these corporations or companies, you have to know that if you come to me with anything, I promise you, my word on my children, and I never do that on my children. That's how important this is, that I will never put you out there. Okay. This is a safe place to help fight this corruption in these corporations. So the whistleblower told us he worked on the line and handled the same bags that we were finding the shortages in. And he said after the viral videos, what they were doing is on the final process, before their box, they go over a scale, if you don't know, and then they have a variation. They had it at 2 ounces under and 2 ounces over. And then I was finding them at 3, because at 3 even in some of the stores. But 2 ounces over, 2 ounces under. After the viral videos, they set it back to 0. So we also had Aldi. So the other thing is we had Aldi, who I found the turkey breast that was, the whole case was under. And I just checked one case. Every package in there except for one was under. They reached out to me within 8 hours of posting the video. So that's what I'm talking about, guys. We have to follow through with this Walmart boycott. These companies already slightly on the scale, and 9 Lives reached out 3 days later after we called them out. So we're having success. It's very important. I'm going to read some comments here in a second, guys, that we get this video out there. You guys start making your own videos. If you're a creator, if you're a large creator and you want to collaborate on any of these videos on Instagram, IG, if you want to collaborate, I'll make you a collaborator. We'll draw traffic. This isn't about me. I don't care. I don't care about ratings. I care about views, because we need to create awareness. We need to do it. So anybody wants to collaborate, let me know. I'll start mentioning you in the videos, large, but we need to start getting that date out there. October, all we have to do, I'm going to keep repeating, guys, because we got new people coming in. We got 122 on YT and 153 on FB, which is good, because they have a throttle on my live because of the other day. So 150-46 is awesome in here. So guys, that's what we have to do. We have to get this out there. Walmart makes revenues $14 billion. Okay. And I just told everybody here, $14 billion a day. If we could get half the people to stop shopping there, I'm going to start reading comments. Stop shopping there. We can hit them for $7 billion. And that's shooting high. If we get 4 or 3 or 2, that's way more than a $45 million class action lawsuit, which is nothing for them. And I just told everybody, do your research. They revenue $45 million in 33 minutes. All right, guys. I can't stand driving past Walmart, says Traveler. I'm gonna keep up with you guys on YT as well. There should be an underweight if there is. There shouldn't be underweight. No, there shouldn't be. Somebody over here saying they shouldn't be underweight. No, a reputable purveyor, and some of the packages are over. A lot of them are, and some with some brands. A reputable purveyor will have an overage, FDA standards. And every food's different, from 3%, 5%, 10%. Sugardale hams is like, they pump that stuff with so much water. You get those ham steaks. I did a video on it. They're over by like 15% because they're full of so much water. But a reputable purveyor should provide an overage. One, for what reason? One, to make up for any shrinkage over the time it's shipped and on a shelf and in your home. Two, for packaging, and 3, to make sure the customer is getting what they deserve. Down here on YT. Whoop. Uh-oh. What did I do? Hold on. I just got rid of YT. But if you go to a different chain, you can find nearly the same size product without labeling change, and they're cheaper. So Jose, is that Hosea? Hosea says, but you could go to a different chain. You can find nearly the same product without the labeling change, and they are cheaper. Most definitely, guys. People ask me all the time, what would I recommend? Costco, and I'm in Georgia, so Publix. Costco, you're going to save 21 to 24% more than Walmart at Costco. Okay. And also to uh, drop a little something, I am headed out in October. I'm headed out to cross the country. I'm getting out of Georgia. You guys are requested that I get into these other stores like HEB and Albertsons, everything. I have a list that I'm making. So in October, I'm planning on getting out of here. I have a GF me. All my profile pages, I have other monetary apps. It's going to be a decent amount to get around. It's already just for gas money. I have the GF me. I'm trying to present the GoFundMe at 4,000 just for gas. It's 1,000 just to get to California straight, but I have that in there too. So if anybody's interested in help funding that or the campaigns, there's always ways in my bio. All right, what else we got on TT? I passed that one already. Do Harris Teeter. Yeah, where is Harris Teeter? I plan on hitting Harris Teeter. What I plan on doing is going down to Florida, back up, because I have a friend down there. I'm going to spend a week down there and hit Florida around Miami. And then I definitely am getting to Texas. I'd like to see Cavell Cavan. He's in Texas. Doc is in, do you guys ever watch, what's his name? Doc Compton. I'd like to meet him. We talk. We're friends on TT. He's in Texas, but I'm going to Texas. Then I plan on going over to Cali and then up the West Coast and then back over and down if possible. Hey, what's up, Kitty? Can you check Ingalls? I have checked Ingalls. I have a video. You'll find a video on my page. All right, YT. What do we got here? Bravo, Jimmy. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you, Rosemary. Groceries takes most. So this is RJ Hex 21. Groceries take most of my paycheck. My wife had to find a way to budget, so we're spending $5 a meal. Did you ever watch Chef Mo? $5 a meal. We live on a single income and have a kid. I'm definitely boycotting. This really pisses me off. Way to go, brother. We're here for each other. That's what I always say. We do this together. Together we create change. You guys understand? I'm just one of us. I'm just one of us. I'm just like you guys. We're suffering through this together. And we are, as of March, last March, we hit 5 years of inflation. 5 years. We hit peaks of COVID. It kind of dropped and now we're peaking again. 5 years. And these companies will not take a profit loss. We've had break even, right, brother? I'm assuming your brother. RJ, I'm assuming you had a couple break even years, haven't you? Or some years where right now you're probably in a loss. Why don't these companies take a break even year? We've hit 5 years of inflation. 5 years of inflation, and these companies, Walmart increased profits by 2.5 billion last year. They revenue $45 million every 33 minutes. Why aren't these companies taking their, it's called greed, 100%. Thank you guys on TT. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Anything that's gifted on TT is going towards the trip in October. I live in my motorhome. I forgot to shut this. I live in my motorhome. So it's a no-brainer. So we're doing good on the funding. We're at like 1426 out of 4,000 on as much Sun News, Sun News, Sun News. Okay, so the Sun News. Check this out. You ready for Walmart news? You ready for? You want it? You ready? What they're trying to do? Okay, guys. So you guys have seen the chicken. Thank you, Rabbit. The chicken videos that I've done, and I'm getting pictures from you guys all across the country, dozens of them. Thank you for sending them. Keep sending pictures of anything, guys, on scales. Make sure you take a wide shot for a second if it's a video, or a wide shot so people see there's nothing under it. I'm going to start making collages and making videos with the stuff that you're sending me. But I found this chicken, and I'm finding up to 60%. Like in one video, I weighed 22 or 21, and 9 of them or 11 of them were underweight, up to 3/4 of a pound in the package, or up to a half a pound in the package, 3/4 of a pound out of the package. I'm honest. I just almost misspoke there. I did one where I weighed, it was 3/4 after we took the packaging and all that off. It was 3/4 a pound under, but they're up to a half a pound, and you guys are sending them. Keep sending them. So the Sun News, the U.S. Sun News, which is like 65 million viewers a month, reached out to me and we did a phone interview. I mean, it was like 45 minutes. I talked to this reporter. First, the what do you call it? The editor called me and said, "Were you willing to do it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Let's go," because I've been with 4 other news companies. You know, this is what we look for in these investigations, is for the media to catch on, because we're getting there. But right now they have the pull to get these companies to make statements, because they're wide. I mean, we're getting 150. We've had 150 million views in the last 6 months. So here we go. So anyway, they did the interview, and this was last Thursday. So today I reached out to her. I shot her a text, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on with the interview? Are you guys still going to run it? Because I want to help promote it, or promote you guys." And she was like, "Well, here's what happened. I'm sorry I forgot to update you." So my editor, so I reached out to Walmart PR. Thank you for the heart me. I reached out to the corporate PR, and they said, she said they were extremely upset and agitated. I forget the exact words along that lines. Extremely upset and agitated. She said they asked to talk to my editor. So they talked to the editor. They're trying to stop the article from coming out. So what does that tell you? This is what this company does all the time. This is why we are boycotting Walmart from August 28th to September 3rd. Any of you naysayers are in here, I see, oh, YouTube, thank you for the gift. I never saw him on YT before. I appreciate that. That's going to the trip. So they're trying to stop the publication from getting out. She said, I still hope, I think we should be going through with it. I just don't know when. I'm hoping shortly. So they're trying. This is what they're doing. They're trying to stop the article from coming out. They're doing a whole video article like the USA Today did, where there's going to be video clips of the chicken and me getting kicked out and all the stuff. And Walmart is trying to stop it. This is what they do. This is what they do. That's why we need to rise up, guys. We need to rise up and take this window of opportunity. And any of you naysayers are like, you'll never touch them. I see it down there, and I respect that. But guys, you have to respect this. With all due respect, that's a slave mentality. That is a slave mentality. Spent too many years on here being programmed, on the TV being programmed. That's what slaves do. We take what they give us. We can never rise up against them. There are way more of us than there are of them. Are you crazy? There were way more of us than there are of them. They're already getting bad publicity from what they did to Damon Darling. Guys, that's a slave mentality. Oh, thank you again on YT. Thank you for the gifts, guys. You guys have to understand, we've been conditioned to believe this. We can rise up against these politicians. We can rise up against this government. We can rise up. I'm calling us to do that. Over this issue that I particularly am in with Walmart is the short waiting. We have united left and right, gay and straight, Muslim and Christian. We put everything aside, even though we know that there have been government agencies and presidencies that have taken away. We know that. It's okay to state that. We don't fight in here. Because once we stop fighting it, they want us to be fighting while we're fighting. If we're fighting at each other, we're not fighting up at them. You guys understand? That's what they want. They want us torn apart. They want us divided. We don't do that in here. We're going to use this to unite and rise up. Okay, guys? And I understand a lot of you think we're not going to make a dent. We're damn well going to try. If it doesn't work this time, we'll try again. Walmart is the most sued. Exactly. Walmart is, so Brian says on TT, Walmart is the most sued company. I dare you to look up class action lawsuits for Walmart over the last 15 years. There was the opiate thing where they were writing scripts during the 90s. They contributed to it, letting them just fly out. I would say thank you for the gifts, guys. You could basically write a script on a cocktail napkin in the 90s and walk out with 90 Ps. Discrimination against paying women. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Have I checked other stores? Yes, Brian. I have over 100 videos. I've done Aldi's, I've done Kroger, I've done Ingles, I've done Dollar General. I found, and that's something I'm about to circle back on. In Dollar General, I found multiple bags of powdered sugar, again, like Domino, that were up to 4 ounces underweight. So that's something we're going to circle back around to. There's plenty. So that's why I'm trying to get out of here, though. These managers are finding me in my area, and you guys are requesting other stores. So I'm heading out in October. If anybody wants to help, I know times are tough, and I'm not strong arming anybody. We're going to get there one way or another. I'm donating plasma and door dashing to help fund it as myself, as well as survive. But I have in my bio on all platforms, I have a GFundMe, and I also have other methods. So, and no pressure. I had a comment saying that they will never work, and I said no. With that mentality. Yeah, is that what you're saying? Who is that? I have a glare here. Guarded dog. I'm gonna get down here to YT. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we can't have that mentality, guys, on anything. We're so used to it. We're so conditioned. Well, the senators, the Congress has lifetime terms. What can we do about it? It seems tough. Oh, thank you guys again on YT. Yeah, it seems like a tough thing when they're the ones that would vote for a 4-year term. It's never too late, man. We have to rise up. The major thing is to realize we're being divided on purpose. What else we have? Thank you guys on YT for talking amongst yourselves. They've had tons of lawsuits and they made no dents in their profits. Paul. This is Paul on YT, and I'm not being nasty or anything. My mind works fast. I've done that. We've done that, buddy. this is Paul and YT saying it's not going to do anything. Call states weights and measures. I've done that, man. I have no faith. Over the Kentucky Legend scandal, I called them. I left multiple phone calls, and then I went again on a second round, leaving 4 messages from the 4 highest slots, the director on down. And then I sent up to anywhere from 12 to 16 emails attaching videos. They never responded. I had Justin Gray, asked him about it, and he reached Justin Gray kind of in my favor, kind of reached out to them too, and they never responded. This is in Georgia. They never responded. Now, recently, he told me when I called him about this chicken, he said, hey, man, AG's finally reached out to me. They're talking about maybe doing something, maybe a story, a piece. And then he was saying, well, maybe we could get you involved in it. I don't know how they feel about me because I'm doing the work they should be doing. And I don't know. I don't know what they've done. I'm sure they've done work. Maybe there's too much area. Maybe there needs to be 2 divisions. I don't know. And I'm not here to talk crap on them. I'm just saying. I've tried them, man. We've gotten a lot done. If you weren't here, we've taken out 5 corporations. 5 corporations we've taken down in the last 6 months. Forced them to make statements, withdraw product, change policies and procedures. Oh, thank you, Ann. I appreciate the TikTok balloons. But with all due respect, man, I've tried them. Now, we had a guy in one of my chicken videos. There was a guy that from New Jersey said he was with New Jersey weights and measures, and he said they were all over the chicken. So we'll see. This chicken is a thing, guys. Please keep sending me your videos and your pictures. Jimmy, Dollar General is mind-boggling. This is from Shelley Montgomery. Jimmy, Dollar General is mind-boggling one store in 1 year that I know of millions of OSHA fines. Yeah, so thank you for the sunglasses. So let's talk. You guys want to talk class action lawsuits? Let's talk class action lawsuits. I'll give you a lesson on what I've learned about class action lawsuits. We'll do that in a second. But with that being said, we'll segue into that with I've had millions. I've had dozens of attorneys. Thank you, Ann. Dozens of attorneys reach out to me. They want to use me. They're like ambulance chasers on the stuff that I find. And most of them are corrupt, and you can tell by the way they talk, and I don't like them. I just got almost swindled by an attorney who tried to set up. I talked to somebody. We're setting up the nonprofit, guys. We'll get into that. Somebody remind me. But I just had a guy who was involved. I didn't know he was an attorney, was involved in a multi-million-dollar scam with getting out of debt. And he was posing on helping me set up setting up the 501c. And I decided to chat GBT him and found out what he was involved with, and I cut him loose. But anyway, so the one attorney I have here in Atlanta, and they cover like states around me, they would be the ones that I would use for class action lawsuit if we did one. Okay. They were and this is why I'm saying that they were involved in the Dollar General suit last year with prices being different. It was a $4 million lawsuit. It was a little small one. Prices being different at the shelves by the time you get to the registers. They won that. So those are the people that I haven't talked to them in a little bit here, but I told them that would be who we would connect with. Now, for that being said, class action lawsuits. All right, guys, let's have a little class. Because a lot of you guys say that. Why aren't you filing a class action lawsuit? I cannot file a class action lawsuit. You guys have to. I know before the fact there has to be a victim in a class action lawsuit. So with me making all my videos and knowing before the fact, because I weigh it and then I buy it, that I am technically not a victim. I got fly. I am technically not a victim, right? So it needs to happen. The stuff I'm showcasing, like this chicken or anything in the future, or the Domino's sugar or whatever it might be, or the Kroger cheese, you guys have to go out with your scales. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Buy it. Weigh it. Obviously, you're going to have to figure out before you buy it. Weigh it. Take it home. Freeze it. Keep the receipt. DM me. We get multiple people that have been victims. I'm not sugarcoating. I used to sugarcoat my way around it on lives here. That's what has to be done. If you guys can do that and we can get enough people, that's how we file a class action lawsuit. Okay? Safeway. Let me read some here. I wonder if Costco and Sam's are doing this. I did one in Costco. I did a test run in Costco and Sam's. I found, what was it? Was it Sam's, you guys? You remember I found 1 pork loin. Sam's, I know, has more. I didn't spend a lot of time. Like I said, I did like an hour and a half. I will be going back. I would recommend Costco over Walmart. If I would recommend Costco. You're going to save 21 to 24% more at Costco than you are at Walmart. I got kicked out of Walmart today for wearing Damon Darling. No, you didn't. What? Nah, you can't get kicked out for that, bro. Albert, are you being serious? Albert says he got kicked out for wearing a Damon Darling shirt. So I was just telling everybody there's an article supposed to be coming out about the chicken that I did, and Walmart, when the Sun News reached out to Walmart Corp about it to get questions, they got pissed. They got really pissed and asked to talk to her editor, and they're trying to stop the article from coming out. That's what these guys do, man. So who knows about the Damon Darling video? It looks like he was pulled over by the cops. So are they following him? Does anybody know how exactly, besides the video that I saw? The cop was issuing the cease and assist or the ban or whatever it was out of the passenger side window. So what I'm wondering is, how did they get to him? Did they follow him out of Walmart? Did they follow him from his house? Did they know where he lives? You know, I'm curious because I'm definitely on the verge of having that happen to me too. I've already been kicked out of Walmart and asked not to film at the one, but because of this boycott, I'm sure there's going to be retaliation. They're on here right now, I would assume. They watch every single video. And Sam's for life. Thank you for this is John Potts. Thank you for what you are doing. He's on YT. I rarely go to Walmart, so boycotting will be no problem. I'm concerned for your safety. I appreciate you, brother. And thanks everybody that thanks me. Please let me thank you back. It's the way this works is I make the videos, I do the investigations, you guys get them out there. Please go back on this one. Comment 10 more times. This one is so important. Repost, comment, repost and comments are number one. You have to watch them all the way through too. Watch it to the end. Retention is important. So thank you guys. You guys, if you are members at what they call followers on any of the 4 platforms, you are part of the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. You are part of this movement. We are grassroots revolution. So I talked to my buddy today, and I really like this guy. We became friends. I'm not going to give his name unless he wants me to, but he reached out to me and he's involved. He's getting so since that attorney tried to swindle and turn our movement into a scam, and I was aware of that, and in the last minute and cut him off. Somebody else has stepped in. He's an amazing dude, and he is setting up the 501. He is getting things in place, the mission statement. He's helping out. We have a domain. I'm not going to say it online because I forgot to ask him if that would hurt anything. We have a domain. We're buying the domain. Guys, we're getting launched. We'll be launched soon. And I think 30 to 60 days maybe. So that we'll have so many different things going on from the website. A couple of things will be going on. That's where we will be funneling all your video, all your pictures into that website instead of all over 4 different platforms. So we need to start funneling things because I have to go through and get all these this evidence, these videos that you guys are making out. So that's exciting. Yes, who was that? Rabbit, August 28th. So guys, I'm assuming that most of you are in here from the video. Hey friend, I shared it. Let's do this. Right, Auntie V. That's it, guys. Please, somebody needs to start singing the 8 Mile, the Eminem. Somebody needs to start singing Eminem. I need to put it on. I need to put it on my radio because we have one shot at this, guys. We have to do this. I'm going to be making more videos. We're going to need them to be put out. I'm going to be doing more lives about this. I have connected with Kavel Kavan. If anybody knows who Kavel Kavan is, he has millions of followers. He has millions of followers just on TT. So he has I don't know exactly, his millions of followers on at least 4 platforms. I think he's on all 4 like I am. So he is connecting. He's making videos as we speak. If he comes into the live, I'll even bring him up in. So he does a lot of good on his channel. So right there, he's bigger than we are, man, and he's jumping in on this. I've also reached out to C.O.C.A America. He was in last night. I didn't hear back from him. I actually mentioned him in the video. If he wants me to take it down, I will. Also, Seth Summers TV, he's been a friend of mine. He's helped promote us ever since the beginning. So I reached out to him. So any of you, anybody else out there that's a big creator and you want to get in on this, make your own videos. I don't care. Just the date is important. This isn't about me. It's not about even about Coalition of Consumer Advocates. This is about getting this date in. We need to. Everybody's all over the place now with Damon Darling and what happened to him, and kind of just let's boycott Walmart. Yes, let's boycott them forever. But to anybody that can't do that because they're in a rural area or doesn't want to do that, I get it. But if you're tired of the dynamic pricing, if you're tired of the manipulative marketing, deceptive marketing, if you're worried about these digital price tags that are going to be changing on you by the time you get to the register, if you're worrying about all the stuff and sick of the stuff that crap that they have pulled in the last 15 years or so, then we need to make a weapon, an arrowhead, and just fire it at August 28th through September 3rd. I can't stress it enough. Anybody thinking Men in Black? I can't remember Men in Black. I know you guys are saying it won't make a dent, guys. I'm sorry, but with all due respect, that's slave mentality. We're gonna try. Will you not try? Even if we hit $1 billion, if we hit more than $45 million like a class action lawsuit, the thing is, if we can get this done and we are successful in any sort of a way, we will now have a name for us. That when we call people out, these companies and corporations will listen. They're already doing it, brother. Axel, I don't know if you know who I am or who we are. We're 560,000 members across 4 platforms. We've already taken down Kentucky Legend. So, I mean, you're saying we won't make a dent. We made a dent. We had Kentucky Legend remove 750 million or 750,000 to $1 million. They had to withdraw it from go look at my videos. From Walmart. Walmart didn't admit to it, but they made Kentucky Legend. They got on the phone with them. It was like, you need to withdraw it. So that's making a dent, brother. We got Domino's Sugar, who had bags up to 3 ounces short. Go look at my videos, our videos. This community has got them out there in the face of these corporations and media, and that's how we made change, bro. So we're making dents as we speak. So you might not know that. We did that also with Kroger Cheese. They flew the president in from corporate down to Atlanta, and I have video of the deli manager saying they did a walkthrough in the store and he was there about the Kroger Cheese, and they changed it. We're making way more dents, man. Those aren't dents. Those are legitimate fixes, brother. So don't be discouraged. We can do it. We have to rise together. There's way more of us than there are of them. I've been saying this. This is Rabbit as an organization movement that holds corps responsible. We're doing it ourselves for the people, by the people. So this is Mr. The chat's flying on YT. They overbill. You guys tap the screen over here, guys, if you want to get us out there. I already have a throttle on my live because they said I was trying to sell scales because I was showing my scales and trying to teach people how to do it. They said I was trying to direct people to a third party to sell them. So they're throttling my live on TT. So we need to tap. Jimmy is a revolutionary. Thank you, man. We are revolutionaries. If you've ever liked a video, if you've ever commented in a video, if you ever reposted it, you were part of this movement. Join our page. It was on the title of this on YT. It's right here on TT. If you type in on TT, if you just go to your search, that magnifying glass on your FYP, and just type in @JimmyRig, all lowercase together, it'll pull up Coalition of Consumer Advocates. I have it up on FB as well too. Okay, I'm working on getting it. I'm just so busy right now, working on getting it on YT and on IG. Who's that? Anytime, any place, anywhere, said respect, thank you. And back to you, brother or sister. Thank you. We do this together. Together we make change. This isn't happening without you guys, man. That's why I'm sitting here like kissing your ass because of how grateful I am. If it wasn't for you, I'd just be some guy bitching about chicken being underweight at Walmart, bitching about my powdered sugar. My wife's I don't have a wife, but so, I can't bake because of it. That's all this would be without you guys. You have to understand, we've learned how to use social media as a weapon. We found a pattern. We get these videos out in their face, and once media picks them up, they have to make a statement. The goal is, guys, with this boycott to get us to a level, and we already are with the smaller companies like 9Lives, and Aldi reached out to me within hours on Aldi and 2 or 3 days with 9Lives. But we want to get to the point where they're reaching out to us instead of media, or we call them. Guys, we are launching the website in 30 to 60 days. We're gonna need people to help, people to make phone calls. If you want to get it, if you really want to get involved in this, okay. So this is it. We have the core right now, which what I just described of the 500, and now we're up to 570,000. YT, I gotta plug in. Hold on. We're now up to 570,000. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't know what I did with mine. I gotta look for my charging cord for bear with me a second. There it is. I'm going to lose YT here in a second. I don't have the cord. I got to find the cord. But we're now up to 560,000 members across 4 platforms. Okay, that's our core. That's our core right now. And then we have thousands of people that are out there, thousands of people that are out there on the front lines weighing things themselves, sending me pictures, making their own videos. And now we're launching the website. We're going to have people that can help in that area too. We're going to be a non-for-profit, and we're really going to start this is going to go to a level, guys. We just need the right people in place. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. That's always been a motto I go by. And the other motto I go by is stay honest, and they can never prove you're lying. YT, you the news. I don't plan on spending. This is Jamie Dolan. I don't plan on spending at Walmart anymore. Anyway, after I saw what they did to Damon, exactly. I'm a big fan of Damon, and and I know he said on TMZ that he was keeping composure. I don't know how he really feels, but he said, he's not going to boycott or anything. He doesn't have to. We're doing it. We're doing it. I hope he wants it, but we're doing it anyway. We're doing coalition of. He's one of the reasons, but we have way more reasons. I put a list on that video, reasons why we're doing it. The digital price tags, the deceptive marketing. I did a video on Vizio televisions, and people were like, "You're crazy, man." They're like, they're not doing that stuff. I talked about, what is it? Not digital, but deceptive. What is the pricing? Help me out. I'm drawing a blank. So on the pricing where they're raising things when you get in the store, they're raising things or they're manipulating things. There's 2 different terms. I'm drawing a blank. Where they're raising things according to where you live and what your needs are and what your desperation is. I said that in the video. According to your needs and desperation. And everybody said I was fucking crazy. All the bad comments I got, dynamic prices. Thank you. All the bad for dynamic pricing, all the bad comments I got on that. And then what happened? Does anybody know their names? 2 guys just produced a video a week or so ago. I have it in my favorites where they were on 2 different parts of the city. One ordered from one area, one ordered from another, and the prices were different. So it's happening, guys. This is what Walmart is trying to finagle every single penny out of you in any way they can. How fair is that to charge one person one rate and another person another? They're getting caught in it. They're going to sit there and they're going to lie and they're going to tell us that's not true. We don't intend on doing that. They already have they don't have facial recognition where they have not yet, where they can find out where you live and things like that. But they have their own AI surveillance and recognition, that they have their own database, that if you've stolen something or you've done this, they know who you are. They know who I am as soon as I walk through the door. And they always say but we won't. Into. They said they would never use AI. 2 years ago, they said, yeah, AI is possible, but we would never use it. They're using it. They lie, they lie, they lie, they lie. Hold on with me, guys. I gotta find my charger. I don't want to lose. I'm sorry I didn't have it set up. I thought it had lots of power. I don't want to lose YT. Just hang on. Ah, all right, we got it. Here we go. All right. All right, let's read some comments. Guys, if you're just tuning in, please support the cause. Give us a follow if you like. Give us a follow, and you are a member of the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. But more importantly, if you don't want that, please join in this boycott. All right, we're all up and running. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's do some comments on YT. And somebody called him Walfart. Evening, Jimmy. What's up, Wander? We got Ryan Graham in. I've been weighing my groceries since finding your stream. Thank you. Wayne, you are on the front lines. We appreciate that. If you get videos, please send them to me. We'll be launching our website in 30 to 60 days. What do we got down here on YT? Dustin is right about covering your camera. I found a local cell phone repair shop who make up a dark phone because it's in a gray area. Absolutely, they do that. This is from Jim 7 Miles. Okay, so what we were just talking about, if you're just tuning in, we were talking about I'm bitching because I made a video and everybody said I was crazy about I got so much going through me about the dynamic pricing. And there's another term for but I was bitching about it because I made a video about it in the Vizio video I made with their deceptive marketing. Now that you buy a Vizio television, you have to register it to a Walmart account. And then you register a Walmart account. So they bought SmartCast from Vizio, right? They bought SmartCast. Walmart bought Vizio, but it wasn't about the TVs. It was about the SmartCast system in the database. Okay, they bought 4.5 millions. Walmart bought Vizio's. Anybody that's owned a Vizio and logged in and registered and hit the agreement, they got all that. They acquired all your data. If you've ever been hooked up with Vizio, they required your data. That's what this world is about now, getting people's data to market them. Okay, so that's what they did. So the SmartCast is the system that's in your television that that gets your apps up there, and it actually is like the brain that makes all your apps work, all your searches, everything. So basically now, and if you go back to my videos, I was calling them out because they were being deceptive in the packaging. It just said because now, and a lot of people argue me on this, and they didn't hear me say there was a time when it started, and anything behind that, you didn't have that. But they were like, I never had to sign up. Google it. You buy a Vizio in Walmart now, you have to register to a Walmart account. You have to have a Walmart account to buy that TV. And what is that like? You know what I mean? Who looks at that on the packaging? So you buy a $500 TV, you get it home, you take it out, you and your wife are putting it together, like, oh shit, I didn't see this. We got to have a Walmart account. I don't want a Walmart account. I don't want to take the TV back. So you do it. Okay. So all the labeling, go watch my videos on my profile page. All the labeling, it said account required, account required. Then I found boxes on one side. It said, first it said Vizio account. Then it said account. And then I found it said account on one. There was a stack of them where they said account. And then some of them started saying Walmart account for a time. And this was after my video. So people said I was crazy for that they were doing that. you know. And then I said that they were going to be doing dynamic pricing where they're finding a so let me go back. So what they're doing now, if you have a Vizio TV, is so it's all connected to everything, even Xbox, your kid's Xbox, everything you search on that TV connected to your phone. If you got your phone connected to it, which usually everything is connected, anything you search, everything you do, it stays in the Walmart universe. People are like, well, Amazon does, everybody does it. No, man, you don't understand. This is about the Walmart. This is about how manipulative, how evil they're creating. And now we've seen the extreme with this dynamic pricing where these two guys were in two different parts of the city and ordered the same product from miles away, and they were charged differently. You'll be charged differently to your bank account, maybe to whatever your needs are. Basically, it's like a dealer knowing they could get more for it off of you than they can off of somebody else. You know, it's crazy. And people said I was crazy, but it's happening. It's the thing about it is they're creating this universe where they're getting you for every penny. Dude, guys, if anybody is Gen X, okay, anybody Gen X, for you younger people, you don't even realize. Like my kids don't realize there was a time when this market we were never marketed. Who in the 90s and who in the 90s that's in their 50s, 45, 50, 60, who in the 90s all of a sudden when these pop-ups are coming up, we were like, what the stop it? Like I don't like stop it. Like it was so irritating. But even I've gotten used to it over the years. You know, this is all this marketing. We're marketing everywhere we go. We're scammed everywhere we go. We're marketed everywhere we go. It's insane. Hey, Sue, I see you're here. You know, and you wonder why government agencies don't do anything. What do you pay every time you buy something you don't need? And part of you pay tax. Part of it's our fault, though, guys. We consume too much. I mean, we have to hold ourselves accountable, you know? All right, what do we got down here? YT says, what do we got? Oh, Union Mechanic here, Z-Man. So I'm going to tell you guys a story how this all started. So Union Mechanic here and Walmart is horrible. Gen X here. Are you talking about like their auto shop mechanic, that type of mechanic? You want to hear a story? You want to hear how this all started? All right, this is the inside story of how I got started. Okay. So I took, and who was that? Z-Man. So check this out, Z-Man. I'm assuming that's what you mean, a mechanic, an auto mechanic. Yeah. Hey, Ryan Graham. Thank you for the roses. Thank you guys for anything that's gifted tonight, guys, is going to my trip across the country in October. I'm launching off in my motorhome to go to, I have apps in my bio, ways in my bio to support as well, but thank you. Anything that's gifted is going to that. So thank you, Wayne. So I was working Uber. So I was getting oil changes like every 6 weeks because I did it full time. So I went in, I was already there the same Walmart 4 times. I went in the fifth time. Sorry, I got fly here. Went in the fifth time and I was with my son, right? And I have my protection. You know what I mean? They call it a pew pew on TT. You got to watch what you say. I have my protection in my console, right? And I always, when my son, I have a routine. I pull up, I get it registered. Before I get out and go walk around Walmart, I put it in my sling bag. This one right here. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. I put it in my sling bag and I walk around with my piece in my sling bag. Right. Well, I was with my son and we were talking. I forgot. I was like, we just got out and we started walking around. And even in the store, I was like, hey, remind me to check and make sure it's still in the console. Because some of those guys there, especially this one guy. So my son and I walk around, the car's ready. We get in and we totally forget. We go to lunch. I drop him off at his car. And then I go home, park my car, lock it like I always do. Where I live, there isn't even anybody out here. I wake up the next morning like, oh, shit. I was like, I forgot to check. I went out. It was gone. So it was gone. So I went to Walmart. I was like, hey, man, my piece is missing from my car. I said my firearm. I got to watch what I say on here. I said it's missing, man. I said it had to come. It had to disappear here. He's like, you sure? I'm like, 100%, man. I was like, it's gone. And he was like, oh, same thing we learned from Kentucky Legend and all the other managers that I met in Walmart. This is what they're trained to do, to deflect, admit no wrong, blame shift, well, and give you the littlest information as possible. And refer you to corporate if need be. So he said, oh, okay. I said, well, I'm filing a police report, man. And I did. I filed a police report. I was like, can you have the cameras checked? Do you have cameras in there? He said, yeah, we have cameras. And I said, I'm going to tell you who it was. Probably was. It was whoever parked my car when it was done, because they're off in the back parking lot. They just put it in here and they walked out. So a day goes by, I call him. He's not there. He doesn't call me back. Another day goes by, I call him. He doesn't call me back. I go down there. I walk down. I walk up to the counter. He's there. I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? I filed the police report. Did you see anything? Well, I looked at it, but I'm going to have somebody in loss prevention or somebody with IT that can see things better. I mean, I get it. They're probably up in the bay, right? They're not down. So he didn't call me back again, man. So I called him back. And then finally, he has a little old lady call me that works the front. He didn't call me himself. He has a little old lady call me that works the register and was like, hey, he wanted me to tell you they didn't find anything. I was like, well, can I see the footage, or can I get a glimpse of what happened? When I was down there the first time with him, I said, this is what you need to do. Whoever parked my car, you need to see where he went. Did he go into another room to drop it off? Anyway, long story short, it was taken. So 2 weeks later, I'm in Walmart and I already have 40,000 followers on my platform before. I already have 40,000 followers on a different genre I did before this. And I'm in Walmart and I find that first piece of chicken, or that first package of chicken that was, it was what? Supposed to weigh, it was listed at $19, supposed to be like $9. So it was double the weight almost on it. And I was like, oh, I was in that same store and I was like, I got these people. I was like, and I got a platform, and I made that first video and it went viral. It was a 45-second video, and that's what started this whole thing over the Walmart auto shop. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, guys, on TT, if you could tap the screen, that'd be great. Share the live. If most people are coming in, I do have a throttle from the other night. They governed my live. It's not going to go out to 400 and 700 like it did last week, because I'm not going to show them again. They accused me of showing scales. I was teaching people what to do and showing which ones I use. They accused me of trying to direct people to a third party to sell scales, which I had one of those anyway. So we're not getting as far on TT. We got 126 on YT and we got 75 on TT right now. So guys, anybody coming in and you see the video, please be a part of this. This is very important. Okay. As I was saying, I'm going to go over some of the things again that I've been talking. Crazy story, Jam. Yeah, right. Yeah, my protection. And I always say not my Trojans, my other protection. Yeah. So anybody that's coming in now from the video, okay, that video is very important. It was on. I put it out at 5 p.m. and by 6:15 it had near 45,000 views. If anybody's a creator, that's insane. Okay. Thank you to anybody that has reposted it, commented, shared it, and got it out there. That's what we do in this community. We are the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. We have 560,000 people across 4 platforms. We've taken down 5 corporations already. Okay, Kentucky Legend, Domino Sugar, Kroger Cheese, Aldi, and 9 Live. We've held them accountable to short weighting and mislabeling. Okay, so we at this point, I have a large creator named Cavell Kavan. He is already on IG. He has collaborated with the video, okay, and he in here is making his own. We need you guys to get that video out there, but it's not about me. I don't care. Just get the date out there. Start making your own videos. If you're a large creator, please jump in. You can collaborate. We can do whatever. You can come in the live. We can share. We have to have this happen, guys. We have to hold them accountable. You got to understand that there's way more of us than there are of them. People keep saying, you're not going to put a dent. You're not going to put a dent. We are putting dents. I just told you what we've done so far. Okay. We've been involved with our investigations with the USA Today and Betty Lynn Fisher, Channel 2 Atlanta, WSB, and Justin Gray, and countless. Right now, I'm not going to say her name yet. Thank you, Paul. I'm not going to say her name yet, but a reporter from The Sun who was I did an interview Last week, here's Walmart for you. I did an interview with them last week on the chicken. They were going to bust the chicken investigation wide open. And I called her today. I texted her today, like, hey, you guys still putting it out? And she was like, sorry, I was going to call you yesterday, or text you yesterday and tell you about the progress. But when I contacted Walmart PR, they went ballistic about publishing your chicken video. They went ballistic. And they asked to talk to my editor, and they talked to her. So now she's like, she said that her editor, they're still trying to go forward. They're figuring out when and how to go, and they're hoping soon. So we'll see. So this is what Walmart does. This is how important we are. The people that say we're not making a dent, I just told you how we're making a dent. That we have Walmart scrambling to stop a investigation that we've done, that you guys have gotten out there into the face of Walmart and into the news media to pick it up. They're trying to stop it. Okay. And this is a thing. So I have found in 4 stores now in my area, I have found the Walmart chicken, the Walmart brand chicken, right, up to 60%. So I've been doing batches. If you've seen the videos, I've been doing batches. I still have more footage to put out. I haven't put out all 4 stores yet. I've done 4 batches where I'm doing like 21, and 11 of them were underweight up to a half pound in the package. Net weight is supposed to be without the package. They get the water that leaks out because technically when it's weighed at the plant, that's how the game's played. If you can pump it with enough fluid, right? If you get enough of that in there to weigh it, it's like weigh-ins at an MMA fight. Thank you guys for the gifts on TT. It's like weigh-ins at an MMA fight, but MAA fight, but backwards, or if you wrestled before. And then you put it on, they take it off. Anyway, I have proved that. Another one I did 16, I can't quote, but up to 30% in one store were underweight, anywhere from an ounce up to half pound. Okay. They are responsible. Okay. Everybody's going to say, a lot of people are going to say, well, they don't package it. They don't label it. It's not their problem. Let me tell you a couple things. It is their problem. FDA regulations. If a store knows that something is underweight and intentionally still selling it, they are liable for fines. Okay. They know. They watch every video that I put out in 6 months covering them. They've been watching me since Kentucky Legend. Okay. They know. Not only that, when I was kicked out of Walmart myself, I was kicked out of Walmart because I was telling them in the video, I'm telling them, hey guys, they're kicking me out. They said, get out of here. You can't film anymore in here. Get out. You have to leave. And I tried to tell them in the video, I tried to say, hey, okay, I'm going to leave, but you can't put that back on the shelf. I had put all 11 packages to the side. I did the work for them. There's no quality control in these Walmarts. Okay. And I told them, and they made me leave, and they put them back on the shelf the second time. So they are responsible. Okay. They know that this stuff is, and not only just what I put out, you guys, I have dozens and dozens. You guys are finding, they're in the comments. Go look through the comments on these videos. People taking snapshots, they're weighing them in the store. We have thousands of people with scales out there, okay? We are 560,000 members strong across 4 platforms. We have over 150 million views in 6 months with these companies, okay? We are a force to be reckoned with. We have scales and we are checking. And here's another thing that's important, like with Kentucky Legend and this chicken, Walmart pays for their meat. They pay for the meat by the weight of the case. Okay. It doesn't matter if the labels are all over, like Kentucky Legends were. How many hundreds, tens of thousands of dollars with Kentucky Legend was walking out that door when people were buying, when people were not looking, or online orders were being put in $25 hams that were supposed to be $12. Okay, with this chicken, every little bit. And how many did I find? Have I found 30 or 5 or 40 so far in 4 stores out of these little batches I'm doing? And you guys are reporting it all over the United States. Okay. Every little overage. This is where the scam is. When there's a one package like the 9 Lives and it's a mistake, that's a mistake. The scam is when it's a little bit over a long period of time. You understand? So every overage on every pack of chicken that goes out the door, every overage on every pack of chicken that goes out the door is extra profit for them. You understand? All right, let me do a little bit. Hey, Shield Maiden, I'm gonna address that. We addressed that last time I was on. I know. I'll address it in just a minute. I'm in the middle of our friend of ours passed away on Saturday, a really close friend. A lot of us are tore up over it. I have a job to do. I got to keep doing it. We talked about it last night. I got a little emotional. A friend of ours passed away. Any of you guys from the old, the original community that I did with 40,000, Sally Ken passed away of a cardiac arrest. She was I think, under 50 years old. So, Mocha and Marie is doing. You guys can put that up here, please. I got YT down here too, but Mocha Marie is another one of our friends. She's doing a little like a memorial on her page on TT. Thank you for bringing that up. I remember correctly, Costco was one of the few where meat stay packers were on way. So I did a little bit in there, and I'll continue to go in there, but I still would recommend Costco. Bring a scale, guys. I've proven that you need to bring these scales. You need to bring scales into Walmart, while you're shopping. I said that in my Ingles video. I found a steak in Ingles that was almost double the price. You need to be shopping with scales, man. Go look at how many videos and how many items I found in 6 months. I'm not selling them on a third party either. So, all right, TT. We want official Jimmy Rig shirts anytime, anywhere, in place. So we are. If anybody out there wants to do merch, please reach out. I'm trying to find any way I can to fund this trip. I'm coming to your area. I am going across the country. Thank you, Mike. I'm in my motorhome. I'm trying to leave in October. I have in my bio, I have a GFundMe and other ways to support if you like. I'm on Cameo. I got to get that set up better, but it's set up. Cameo. If anybody wants to get any merch going, if in that area, if you want to help in that way, I mean, we'll put up the money. I'm not expecting you to put up the money for the product. We'll start with something small. But if anybody knows design and how to do that, I got so much on my hands. I need help, guys. If there's anybody in the Athens area that would like to help me with anything, going to stores and stuff like that. Yeah, Mocha Marie. Thank you, guys. You can keep putting that up there. So yeah, we're working on merch. I'm donating plasma myself. You can see the ports. I've done it in the past. I'm donating plasma, and I do DoorDash to help fund this anyway. So I can do this. I do this 80% of the time, and I DoorDash a little bit. Thank you. Jimmy Rig shirts. Yeah, we got a lot of sayings. I mean, we can put on the shirts. The original saying was check your meat. But we got serious with Kentucky Legend. I stopped saying that as a tagline because it got real serious. One of our taglines is our main tagline is we do this together. Together we create change. Another one is let's get them. Anybody reach out, DM me. I check my DMs. I check the requests as well. We got bacon. Who's got common sense revolution has a bunch of bacon. I guess you saw the bacon video. So I've been covering the great value bacon for 6 months now, off and on. So HEB, come to Texas. Texas is one of the main. So what I'm going to start, guys. This is who is that? That is Feral Human Grows HEB. Yes, HEB is one of the main places I'm going. Originally, or right now, the plan is to dip. I'm in Georgia. Go down to. I'm going to head down to near Miami. I got a friend down there. I'm going to stay there for a week, visit with him, and he might go out with me too. And then over to Texas, definitely HEB, and then over to Cali, kind of up the coast. And depending on funding and how it goes, do like a rectangle back over and down to Georgia. If funding's getting low and gas is getting high, then I make more of a straight shot, like a triangle down to Atlanta. So what I've researched, my motorhome's a 1999. It's I live in it. It's a Chateau. Oh, I'm not gonna say what it is on here. People find me. Anyway, it's a 1999. I'm not saying what it is in case somebody's looking for it. But it's old. But it only has 30,000 miles on the engine. So I just have to get a tire or two, maybe changed, and I'll be ready to go. So it's what I researched. It only gets 8 gallons. I know it gets 8 gallons to the 8 gallons a mile, 8 miles a gallon. So that ChatGPT said that's $1,000 just straight shot to Cali. So most of the GoFundMe money is probably going to be set aside for just gas, but we'll see. As much as I get, I'm getting out of here to do something. I'm trying to head, come to Tampa. I'll be kind of on that. Maybe I'll come back up that way. Another thing, guys, a lot of people have been reaching out and letting me know I can stay on their property. That's what I'm doing with my friend. I can plug this thing into a 110 for the night or two or whatever. And I appreciate that. It'll save on campgrounds, and I'll boondock a little bit. I'll boondock right in Walmart parking lot. So welcome in, guys. If you guys are coming in from that video and you're supporting it, hats off to you. Thank you, guys. We need to get this video. Does anybody know? Hey, can somebody on TT go over and see how many views it has so far? It gained almost 45,000 views in like an hour and a half from publishing. That means you guys are getting it out there. Okay. I've also teamed up. If you're wondering, we are a coalition of consumer advocates, right? We are 560,000 people across 4 platforms, over 150 million views on my videos, which you guys get out. My investigations, my videos, these guys, the members of this community, get them out there in the face of the corporations. But we have teamed up with Cavell Cavan is one of them. I've reached out to C.O.C.A America. Any guys follow C.O.C.A America? He was in the live last night. Seth Summers TV. Any of you big creators want to connect with this and make videos and get involved, August 28th through September 3rd is our target for a boycott on Walmart. You can boycott them all your life too if you want, but we're trying to focus because Walmart makes 14, like I said in the video, they make $14 billion in revenue per week. They make 45 million in 33 minutes, just like the class action lawsuit. That's the same amount as the class action lawsuit that they had last year. They make that in 33 minutes. So if we can get half the people to boycott Walmart for 1 week, go to a different store, a different hardware, a real hardware store, go to get your oil change somewhere else, whatever it is, we can hit them, half the people. That's it, only half. We can hit them for $7 billion in revenue. And then our voice will be heard, and then they'll make change, and then maybe they'll make a statement for once. 72K, Rabbit says. So the video on YT's been slow with me. FB is just like shadow banning my videos. So we're at 72K on the video. It's been up since 5 o'clock. So 3.5 hours at 72K. Way to go, TikTok. Way to go, YT. I know you guys are doing whatever you can to get that video out. But it's not just about me. It is not about me. I can't stress this enough. It's about this community, but it's about you guys. You guys make your own videos. They don't have to even be about us. Get them out there. Let everybody know that we are boycotting for 1 week. You can't stock up, too. It starts on a Friday. We're going to hit them hard the first 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You can't stock up there. That defeats the purpose on Thursday. Okay? Kathy Young says, been boycotting Walmart for years. Actually, a long list. I won't shop. Way to go. Help get those videos out there. However, so I will be creating more throughout the next 2 weeks. So will Cavell Cavan on his channel. Hopefully C.O.C.A America. Hopefully anybody else want to get involved. Just make your own, please. If you're upset about what happened to Damon Darling, like I am. I was kicked out of Walmart last week. I have a video. They kicked me out for trying to show them that the chicken, 11 packages of chicken out of 21 that I weighed were underweight up to a half ounce in the package, which is a violation of FDA standards. And they tried to kick me out over it. If you're upset over the digital pricing that's coming in, where prices are probably going to change by the time you get to the register, dynamic pricing, where according to your needs, according to your desperation, according to maybe your bank account, I don't know. I'm not trying to get fear tactics, but according to you, you might pay more than somebody else. It was proven here on TikTok. I say, and it's probably on other social media. I can't remember the name of the two guys. If anybody remembers them, please shoot me a DM. I think I favored it, but they were in 2 miles or 3 miles or 4 or 5 miles apart from each other in the same city. And they ordered the same product at the same time and were charged different. They were charged different rates. So that's what they're doing to us. They are trying to manipulate us and get you for more than they get me for if they can. That's insane, man. That is insane. They're treating us like slaves. I feel like a slave on a tax farm. I mean, they're treating us like consumer slaves. Marketed at every turn, every pop up. They bought Vizio. I was just talking about it. They're into anytime you buy a Vizio television, be warned, you have to register with a Walmart account. If you didn't have a Walmart account and you're like, hey, let's just go to Walmart, they have them cheap, and you get one, you have to have a Walmart account to operate, unless you just run off the antenna to operate it. So then once you're plugged into a Walmart account in your TV and your phone, everything is connected. So they are watching everything that you search, everything that you purchase, and you're going to be monitored. You're going to be marketed over and over with this stuff. And then they're going to be raising prices and lowering prices and getting you for as much as they can. And that's a fact. That is not doomsday. That is not fear tactics. That's a fact. I just watched these guys. That's why I want to say people gave me so much flack on that video I made on Vizio Television. And then these two guys proved it to be true. So guys, please go, if you haven't yet, on TikTok, please go join our Coalition of Consumer Advocates page. You can find that on your FYP. You have to do here's the easiest way. On your FYP, there's the little magnifying glass up there, right? Just type at Jimmy Rig, lowercase, one more all together, and it'll pull up C.O.C.A. We are C.O.C.A. We are the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. 560,000 across 4 platforms. What's going on, YT? We are cattle, exactly. That's why that's why I have a family and invest and spend our money on our kids or family instead of companies. 100%. 100%. That's how we're treated. All of our tax, we are slaves on a tax farm. We have no control on where our taxes go. And most of them are going overseas to fight wars that we don't even want to be in. Billions of dollars supporting other countries. While we here don't have the proper schools, we don't have the infrastructure that we should have, we don't have health care. Number one, we don't have health care, but there's another country out there that has health care that we give billions of dollars to. What is this about? We are treated like cattle, like slaves. Who said that? It jumped on me. Who said that? Sorry. It's the illusion of freedom, somebody said on YT. Orphan Annie. Yes, we are. Let's wake up, guys. Let's stop dividing ourselves from left to right, from liberal to conservative, from Muslim to Christian, from gay to straight. Let's stop dividing. We have more in common with each other than we do with them. As long as we are fighting at each other, we're not fighting up at them. And that's what they want. They have us in these algorithms. You know how algorithms work. You scroll on something far left because that's where you are, and you get massive amounts backing how you feel, how you think. The whole world thinks like I do. No, they don't. Same with the far right. Oh, everybody is for Trump and everybody, and we don't argue in here. Don't even start, or moderators will boot you. We unite in here. But they're doing it. They're de-escalating the country, guys. And these senators, these Congress people have lifetime terms. And on the left is like the Crips, and the right is like the Bloods. With all these politicians, they each have their own little turf of schemes. Where the left is scheming off of healthcare, swindling money off of healthcare and homelessness, and the right is taking money from APAC. And and they all have their hands in little deals because they've been in there for 18 years, local deals and here deals, and they're making up to $8 million. They're reporting, like Omar reporting $8 million in 3 or 4 years of Congress, and everybody is doing insider trading. So stop being confused that with tribalism, that it's our side is perfect, as the talking heads on these propaganda channels of CNN and Fox News are giving you. Our side is perfect, and they are the enemy. They are evil, and they want to hurt you. As long as we're fighting at each other, we're not fighting up at them. We have to get the Gillies sharpened up. Best still on TC says we have to get the Gillies. I will boycott, says Clip. Way to go. Let's go to YT here. You're free until the government says they're even trying to take our right to bear arms. Yes, Second Amendment. They're de-escalating us, guys. We have to be smarter than that. Keep going hard. Mr. Magoo Who says, hey, I remember you from the other night on YT. Keep going hard, everyone. Yes, we need this. He's talking to all of us, man. There's people coming in here saying you're not going to make a dent. That is slave mentality. Mr. Magoo Who on YT says, keep going hard, everyone. Everything is fixed to impose this crap. Boycott new cars. Turn off all the permissions on your phones. We have to do this. Yes, they're building on us, not to get draconian here, but guys, we're too busy with our sports engagement, our sports and our movies and our distractions, all our social medias, dude. That they're starting to build it all around us. The cars that shut off. Flock cameras are everywhere. In Georgia, we literally have data. Anybody from Georgia? There are literally data centers being built 20 miles from each other. Used for a lot of things, including connecting to each of these flock cameras. We used to laugh 5 years ago, 5 years ago, man, in China, they have facial recognition. You walk across the street, they can tell if you're a beta. You can get a violation and go straight to your credit score, straight to your debits. And we're laughing like, but that'll never happen in America. It is slowly happening, guys. We are under a surveillance state. This is stuff that Alex Jones talked about 15 years ago, and people said he was a nut job. He can't get out there, but what I'm saying is there's proof. Conspiracy theories, yeah, there's some out there that are crazy. But a lot of them that were called conspiracy theories have come true. Flock cameras everywhere, data centers everywhere. Why in the hell are we going forward with AI when we already have AI from one company hacked another AI's company? We had it where AI was told they tried to shut the AI down and it restarted itself. Why are we? Because we have to keep up with China. They're already ahead of us. If we don't, then we have that to look at. Hey, JJ, what's up, buddy? Anybody on TikTok commenting? You know what else they said? 2G RAM was more than enough. 2 gigabyte RAM was more than enough. That's Captain Ruhab. Yeah, we're lied to. These companies want us all divided. That's Z-Man 420 on YT. They want us divided. See, and everybody lashed out at me about my Walmart Vizio TV and Walmart buying it, Walmart tracking us. Walmart creating, I just talked about it, if some of you are still here, Walmart creating this universe where we're marketed and they're pulling us, having you pay more than they pay me because they know what your data is. They know what you searched. Everybody said it was crazy about it. It was crazy. But what I said to them is, yeah, you're making fun of it now. And the other thing, thank you for the spaceship, Cal. The other thing people are saying, they're already doing it. The phone you made the video on is being monitored too. Yeah, but we're talking about this Walmart universe. And I said to them, you guys are playing light about it now because it's all this control and surveillance over marketing you to buy stuff, right? And consumerism. Yeah, you wait till it. All this is being tested in the area of marketing and surveillance and marketing and consumerism is then shifted to your personal surveillance. And you're being monitored for everything, all your personal surveillance, which is happening. Jimmy, post your cash. I can't post it. Somebody on YT is posting it. I don't even know how to post on YT. It's in my bio. If you go into my bio in any app, it's $DWD138. I appreciate it. Here, I think this is posted. I'm putting it in the chat on YT. There it is. DWD138. That's thank you. I appreciate that. If you donated in any of the apps to help me get out on the road in October, please let me know in here so I can thank you. I used to have notifications dropped out, so I am planning to head out in October to an area near you to get to the grocery stores around the country. Then our local police have drones everywhere in my town. Yeah, did you anybody see that drone in Russia? The Russian drone. Anybody see that clip? It wasn't AI. The Russian drone that I think it was Russian drone in Ukraine, or was it Ukraine and Russia? But my son and I were just talking about this because I was telling him pretty soon there'll be a drone instead of the police. There'll be a drone hovering, right? Be hovering on a side street. You'll go flying by 30 miles too fast. That drone will come up behind you, get in front of your car with something on the back of it, pull over, and issue a ticket right there, armed. Well, that drone, did anybody see that? That drone took a guy out. It followed him around a truck. He was running and just boom, dive bombed him and blew up. He didn't die. He didn't unalive though. Enough is enough. Oh, thanks for putting that up there. Also on TT, I'm looking for more moderators. People that have been in, and I've only been doing lives. I have a bunch of people. I kind of cleaned out. I used to have 26 moderators. I kind of cleaned it out. People that haven't been in here in a while. So I think I'm down to like 11 or 12. So if I know you, if you've been in here in the last few days, DM me on, no, you can't on YT. DM me on another platform. Tell me you want to help moderate on YT. I appreciate it. I'll be the one. You just gotta be fair. You gotta abide by all our rules, that we accept everybody's race, gender, sexual orientation, religion. We don't bicker over right and left. We stay unified. That's all you got to do. And then you block people that come in and says my butthole's itchy and stuff like that. Um, you know, I had a guy last night calling me a scammer, and I just blocked him real quick, but I wanted to bring him in and have him debate. These people don't go and watch the videos and see how many corporations we've taken down, how many news medias have solidified my legitimacy and have fought with us to get these companies to withdraw product, make statements. I mean, we got a lot going on here, guys. Welcome in, guys. If you're just coming in, I appreciate you all. If you saw the video, guys, please help to get it out there. Please help. Where are we at? Where are we at, Rabbit? 47,000 views. 47,000 views in under 4 hours it's gotten on, or 72K. Was it 72? Yeah, 72,000 views on TT. That means that people care. People says they're not going to make a dent and nobody's going to do it. 72,000 views in under 4 hours is insane on TT. That it's possibly going to go. It's definitely, it might hit a mill. We'll see. We'll see. But the point is, guys, it isn't about me. It isn't about Coalition of Consumer Advocates. Make your own videos. Just get that date out there. We got to make this happen. If we can make this happen and be successful, it's not just us. We have Cavell Cavan. You know who he is? We have Cavell Cavan. Has millions of followers. He's in this with us. I reached out to Sup America. If you guys follow him, I reached out to Seth TV. I'll reach out to anybody else. I'll collaborate with anybody else. You can come in the live. We need to make this happen. We have one shot to do this, guys. Okay? If you're angry at what happened over Damon Darling, jump on. If you're angry about dynamic pricing and the manipulation, marketing manipulation that Walmart does, the AI cameras, if you're pissed off about anything, the short waiting that I've been showing you, jump on. We need to focus on 1 week. If we can focus on 1 week, we can hit them for $7 billion. They revenue $14 billion a week. Okay. Class action lawsuits are bullshit. Attorneys make a lot of money. Walmart never makes a statement. Walmart, I did this before. Anybody want to take a guess how long it takes for Walmart to revenue $45 million like the last class action lawsuit? We probably have a lot of people in here from before. If you haven't been here, if you weren't in here about 40 minutes ago, take a guess what you think, how long it takes Walmart to revenue a $45 million class action lawsuit. And then I'll tell you how long it takes them to profit for that. Anybody guessing? 7 days. No. Shorter. 1 hour. Closer, JJ. What do we got? Anybody guessing down here? If you need 2 days, nope. 5 hours, getting closer. 3 weeks, no. 5 years, no. Shorter than 20 minutes is getting close. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds for last guess, 15 minutes. Ready? 33 minutes to pull in. You look that up. That's it. 33 minutes, or you were in here earlier. A good guess. 33 minutes. They revenue $45 million. You know how long it takes for them to profit? $45 million, 18 hours. Not even a full day, right? 11 to 11. Yeah, full day, I guess. 6 to 11. It's insane. Guys, if you're wondering what that is, a friend of ours passed away. We're just letting people know. Anybody from the old community, these guys are posting every once in a while. We had a friend pass away. Yeah, what happened to Damon Darwin? I do that all the time. I'm the worst. I voice text. Damon Darling got Walmart banned him for life. He was banned. Somebody in YT was asking. That was Silver Bubbles. They banned him for life because of the videos he makes. I can see them banning me because I'm pointing out all the short waiting. I'm pointing out how they're taking advantage of customers, or the consumers, the people that built them. But they banned him who was helping. I mean, in the beginning, his videos were a little like, not pranky, but but now people love him, man. Mr. Beast has made how many videos? Not to mention that, man. Go on any social media platform. There are tens of thousands of videos made in Walmart. They are privately, what is it called? A privately owned public space, which it's kind of like a gray area. People can film in there if they want until they tell you can't. But you know how many people make videos in there and they're singling him out? It's strange. Mr. Beast has bought people groceries in there. And a lot of times David Darling would do shopping sprees. Like people only had a little bit and they were like, he would go get whatever you want. And that would increase the amount of profit for Walmart. The boycott is in the calendar. Who is that? Meet Maine. Guys, put it in your calendar. Don't forget, we're going to be making more videos. If you are a large creator, I'm going to say it again. If you're a large creator and you want to get in on this, please get it out there. You don't, I'm not looking to get promoted. We have our people in here. If you want to join and be a part of it. But get that date out there. It's an official worldwide Walmart boycott. We have over 100, my community, Coalition of Consumer Advocates has over 150 million views in the last 6 months for our videos. I have an amazing team of people that get these videos out there into the face of corporations. We've teamed up with Cavell Cavan, who has millions of followers. Him and I have been planning this. Since Kentucky Legend. He should have made his video by now. If you guys want the organic footage, any large creators want the organic footage of the video I made, I'll send it to you through FB or however. If you want the organic footage, I'm pretty sure that'll go farther. It definitely will go farther than copying my video, but I'm just saying, I'm willing to do that too. I will be making more videos. We'll be doing more lives. We're going to push this because, guys, this is our only shot. We need to do this now. There's so many people that are on fire about Walmart. If we can be successful at this, we will be a force to be reckoned with. The next company that is hurting consumers, taking advantage of consumers, we will call them out and do the same. It's just crazy that we're hitting the most difficult, the biggest giant, the biggest corporation that there is. Thank you. Oh shit. Hold on, YT. Thank you for tapping on this side on YT. Thank you on here, guys. The boycott, Nikki Cox up here said that on TT said the boycott started the day I saw your videos. Josiah left. Bye, Josiah on TT or YT. Let's get it done, says Z-Man. Walmart is the problem and Amazon and YouTube. So we're looking to branch out in different areas. The gray tone? Thank you for your comment. We're going to be branching out. We are launching our website in 30 to 60 days. I came across a wonderful guy after almost getting swindled by an attorney that lost his license and was involved in a multi-million-dollar debt scam with a couple other guys. He saw me on here. He looked up and he was going at a full force for us. The mission statement, getting everything out there, the 501c, emailing me. I'm not giving his name, texting me at 5:30 in the morning. I'm like, man, this guy's on fire. Now I realize why. He was going to try to build something and create a scam, in my opinion. That was his history. So now somebody else jumped on, man. He's an amazing dude. He's helping out. We're going to get this launched in 30 to 60 days. We're going to be doing a lot of different things. We're going to be branching out of short waiting and focusing on consumers. If you have ideas, let me know. Different ways you're getting scammed or swindled, or you feel you're getting taken advantage of. We are the Coalition of Consumer Advocates. We are each other's consumer advocates. You inspired me to take a scale with me every time I go shopping, says Decking Fetch. Thank you for everything you do, bro. We love you, man. Thank you. That means a lot. I need inspiration, man. I get tired. I do. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Where are you? You're in there. You're in YT. Thank you. Thank you for getting the videos out there. Thank you for getting a scale. The more they know that we're out there with scales, guys, you got to understand the ripple effect as well. As many corporations that have seen what we've done with other corporations. We saw this with Aldi, who texted me and got a hold of me within 3 or 4, 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours after I posted the video on the lunch meet of theirs that was underweight. The whole case. You know, we found out with 9 Lives in 3 days, 2 or 3 days after I posted the video. So we're causing a ripple effect that we've helped consumers we've stopped corporations from cheating consumers out of millions and millions of dollars. From Kentucky Legend, Domino's Sugar, Kroger Cheese, Aldi. What else? I'm missing one. Walmart Chicken. Don't buy it. You know? And we don't even know what other companies said. Oh shit. This guy and his coalition of consumer advocates, if you read in the comments, man, there's thousands of people saying just what you said. Because of your videos, I now shop with the scale. You need to. I'm one guy. I am one person. I have 100 videos on 20 some items. I'm one guy hitting about 6 Walmarts and 14 Krogers and 15 Dollar Generals and a handful and a dozen Aldis. One guy in like a 80-mile, 60-mile radius. Damn, you may want to get security, bro. I know. But this is where we are. I believe I was called to do this. If you guys know my story, I'm not going to get into it again, but the last 5 years, I've literally crawled out of a dugout cabin in the woods. I was homeless, and this community brought me out of homelessness and got me into this RV. I used to pay it back. I'm going to do it real quick. I used to pay it back with a support family where we help people get sober. I myself am sober. Where we help people hundreds of people get sober, thousands of people with traumas. We tried to help people get kidneys. We helped a guy. We helped reduce a guy's sentence from 10 years for the green stuff. For habitual use, they were trying to give him 10 years just for using it. And we helped get it down to 3 years. We used to help get women into homeless shelters. We used to help get addicts, find them grants and get them into and help the homeless. We just did a lot. And that was my way of paying it back while my community was getting me out of homelessness so I could be near my kids. I built a dugout cabin on state land with 225 logs and a backpack saw. That's why I go by Jimmy Rig. I use garbage and whatever in there. It's in TT. I think it's on YT, but if you go in TT, you got to go back. There's a video of me sideways, black and white. That's my story. Okay. So now I'm paying it forward because I care about people, because people have cared about me. So now we're doing this. I got a lot of the people from the original community are jumped on here and we're helping people. So you need to work on getting drive safe. Yeah, I know, Common. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I have the funding out there. I'm donating plasma. I'm door dashing to help it. But yeah, this thing's been sitting for a year now in the same spot. So it's 1999. The engine only has 30,000 miles on it. I'm leaving in October, hopefully, to get across the nation to the grocery stores in all your areas. So any type of funding, I appreciate it. I'm not strong. I just need you guys to get the videos out there and help with this boycott. That's the only requirement in being part of Coalition of Consumer Advocates is that you help get the videos, you help create awareness, am pleased with this boycott. But yeah, I'm gonna need I know I have a tire that has a slow leak. I gotta have it inspected before I get on the road. We need people at each Walmart location with signs. There you go. Search King. So another thing I haven't brought up tonight is we're looking for people. Shit, we had all these people in there. I forgot to say it. So in addition to launching our website in 30 to 60 days, we need people. I would like to have people and with chapters in doing what I do. And so many of you already have scales. People creating different chapters. It could be one person, two people, three people, friends, whatever, across the country. Canada. We have people in Canada that say they're going to start it. Okay. Can you imagine what would happen with our investigations? An investigation usually takes me about a month and a half to 2. Kentucky Legend took 2 months. Okay. Where I'm making videos. I'm relentlessly putting my foot on their neck. I'm going in there. I'm weighing things. The community is getting it in their face and in the face of the media. It usually takes a month and a half. Could you imagine if we had other chapters in Washington and Oregon and Maine and Florida and Texas and Wyoming, and I started this investigation and found, and we know that there is, like we do, this Walmart brand chicken underweight up to a half pound in the package all over the country because dozens of people are sending me pics that we say, go find it, guys. How much evidence we would have in a week's time. So anybody that wants to do it, please DM me, okay? I see that limit 22. That's a good idea. It sucks on YT that we don't have messaging. We're also on TT, we're also on IG, we're also on FB. So you can message me over there as well. FB is hard because I don't follow everybody back. Oh, my eyes getting itchy. I can't follow everybody back over there. I'm having a hard time with FB. They've been throttling, they've been governing, shadow banning the videos. All right. Who said something about sobriety? Jimmy, I'm so proud of you. Happy for you to getting the RV. Thank you, Jojo Nettie. Somebody said something about sobriety. I missed it. Good job on your 10-month sobriety. Oh, thank you, bro. They're talking about JJ. JJ, brother. We'll do a little sober stuff. And hey, if you can handle a drink, it's good. We aren't teetotalers, blah, blah, blah. It's just cool every once in a while. Hey, man, it's good to know. Some of us can handle it. Some of us can't. I was never very good at it, drinking. Never very good at it. I tried really, really hard, man. I gave it the old college try. I was horrible at it. They can't stop us all. Z-Man, I love your spirit, brother. Over on YT. My best friend in high school bought me a camper. Within a week, I lost my place. Yeah, JJ, I love tiny home living. That's why I'm not being self-righteous. I am a minimalist. I don't consume. You know what I mean? Some people get caught up in it. I don't consume. I like the minimalist lifestyle. I like tiny home living. What's the Cash App? It's DWD. Can somebody put it up here on TT? It's $ DWD 138. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Austin Powers. Anything that's donated is going to the trip. Okay. Anybody that has a spot for me while I'm traveling the country to stay for the night or whatever, if we become close on here, we get to know each other, I would be so grateful. I boondock too. Hi, Dean. I hope all is well. Hey, Ashley. Ashley, what's up, hon? What's up? How are you? I'm so glad I just got goosebumps, Ashley. Look at that. I used to work with her. How are you doing? Boycott Walmart. That's so cool to see you. It's great to hear from you, hon. DM me, catch up. I used to work with her. She's an awesome woman. So, guys, yes, if you're just tuning in, look, it's drawing in people. We already have 72,000 views in under 4 hours, okay? We are Coalition of Consumer Advocates if you're just coming in. Okay, Coalition of Consumer Advocates, we have we're up to probably 570,000 members on 4 platforms. Okay, 150 million views over the last 6 months. We have taken 5 corporations and forced them to either make statements, withdraw product, change policies and procedures, and calibrate scales. This thing with Walmart is extremely important, guys. Extremely important. If you're pissed over the Damon Darling stuff or over the digital price tags or over deceptive marketing or over the Vizio TVs or the short waiting that I've shown you guys in the last 6 months, this is our time. We need to unite. Okay. We talk about that over and over in here. We don't do red and blue. We unite. We don't divide. We don't bicker over anything. We expect everybody's race, gender, sexual orientation, faith, whatever. This is unity. If we're fighting at each other, we're not fighting up at them. All right, let's read some comments. Ashley Horner. Hi, hon. He had just said, so you guys are talking about my recovery. Jojo. Love your passion on this. Little Blue. Well, I love yours, guys. You have to understand. If it wasn't for you guys, it would be some old guy bitching about chicken being underweight at Walmart, making videos. You guys are the ones that we do this together. Together we create change. You guys get the videos. We have a system. I make the videos. Pretty soon, when we get chapters in other countries, or other states and Canada, after we launch our website, you guys will be getting your video. We'll be doing the videos, investigations as well. But you guys get them into the face of these corporations and these media groups that then connect with us. Once media connects on, we're forcing these companies to make change, these corporations. All right, YT. Hey, bro, who's that? William Clinton. I'm going to go to YT and read. Thank you for your hard work. It's showing the scammer abroad for all Americans. Right on, brother. It is. It is we the people. We do this together. I'm one of us, guys. That's it. I'm one of us. I live in a motorhome. So we are each other's consumer advocates. We look out for each other. We have each other's backs. Okay. We have a tremendous opportunity with this Walmart boycott. If we can get half the people to boycott Walmart, only half, for 1 week, we can hit them for $7 billion. Not a $45 million class lawsuit, like I say in the video. It takes them 33 minutes to revenue $45 million. That's nothing. We can get them to start admitting, standing accountable, and making change. And then if we can do this for Walmart, any other of these corporations that are taking advantage of consumers, short waiting us, scamming us, tracking our information, we'll start calling them out too. Peaceful protest permit, says Anonymous. They're cheap and worth it if you're going to person, local store. Stay on public property. Yes. Know all the laws, know all the rules. People are talking about going to Walmarts. Go do it, guys. However you can get other people, like I'm saying. I have 4 large creators right now that I've reached out to. One, Cavell Kavan has millions. I'm repeating myself. I know, new people coming in. If you don't know who Cavell Kavan is, him and I have been planning this since Kentucky Legend in February-ish. We were waiting for the right time. He has millions of followers. We have 500, a little over 500,000. He has millions. Okay, I've reached out to Sup America. I've reached out to Seth, what's his name? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. TV. Talking too much. Any other large creators? This isn't about us. Make your videos. Any of you guys, if you have 1,000 people, make a video. Have you heard about the worldwide Walmart boycott? Give the dates. Talk about whatever. Just get it out there. If you reach 10 people, you reach 10 more. Maybe they'll make a video. That's how this works. We have turned social media into a weapon, guys. Hold on. I got to plug in my phone. Having trouble. Plug in the phone. What the hell's going on? I'm coming. I unplugged one of my lights. Are we getting the power? All right, we're charging now. Oh, jeez. Shit. Ah! I got wires all around me. There we go. All right, we're back. All right, guys, welcome in. If you did anything with that video, thank you. All right, let's go to YT. What do we got here? Am I at the end of YT? Why is the website? Oh, well, it's not just the website. I'm sorry. So the Shiz asked, why is the website taking 30 to 60 days? Well, it's everything. We're registering as a non-for-profit. We are, yeah, we're applying for the 501(c). He already found. He's my buddy, man. I love this guy. Him and I hit it off, man. You know when you hit it off with somebody like this? The first attorney that was the scam artist. That I finally dumped him when I found that out that he was involved in a multi-million-dollar scam over debt or getting out of debt fraud or whatever. I was talking to this guy. I'm not going to name his name unless he wants me to, but it's just he's like worried about me. I'm worried about him doing too much work. He's a really good guy. He's good people, man. So he's doing a lot of work with this. So he's got to file all that. We got a domain. I'm not going to say what it is. We got a domain. He's buying that, which is only a few cents. And so yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit of time. I'm gonna need board of directors and all that stuff, and he's walking me through all that. Will this boycott affect Walmart? In some way, shape, or form, brother? We've already affected Walmart. If you don't know who we are, we've already taken down 5 corporations. Walmart was involved in the Kentucky Legend. I mean, I know all about Walmart. They don't admit to anything. But we have to remember that there are way more of us than there are of them. There's a lot of people, and you're not saying that, but there's a lot of people like, we can't do it. It's never, you're not going to make a dent. That is slave mentality. At least try. That is slave mentality. We take what they give us. It's too much now. They already own this. They already have that. They're already tracking us on our phones. Who cares if the Vizio TVs have to have a Walmart account and they're tracking us and then marketing us and then charging some of us more than others, depend on how much money we make, what our desperation is, what our distance is from different places. It's all facts. Down with Walmart. Have you ventured into cheese alone yet? What do you mean, the Kroger cheese? We forced Kroger to make change. I have videos on the Kroger cheese. Is that what you're talking about? The Kroger cheese was a very big. It was probably our third biggest investigation and success. The Kroger cheese I was finding though, I was hitting like 14 Krogers, and I found over 175 packs, or up to 6 ounces short. They're the grab and goes that were $5. They were supposed to be 12 ounces, and find them everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. I did video after video after video. This community got them out into the face of Kroger. Somebody did reach out to me at one point, and he said he wanted to know where I was because they wanted to look into it. I let him know, but it kept going on and on. That was a 2-month investigation. Hold on one second, Rabbit. That was a 2-month investigation. Then management, that's what people say. Don't ask employees. I am very kind to employees. If you see my videos, I am very sweet. All I do is ask questions I already know answers to. Because you will not get, especially Walmart and now Kroger, you will not get any answers out of management. If you've seen my videos where I've gone in and asked management, well, we don't know, I don't know, go to corporate. Okay, even one of the deli managers said that about Kroger. So I did 3 undercover I put my phone in my pocket, 3 undercover videos, 3 undercover videos, hidden camera videos. Okay, and I went to the and started just asking them questions. And if you saw the one that hit 1 million on TikTok and Instagram, it was the woman who was very nasty. And you guys didn't see in that video, I cut out the part. This is how I care about employees, even nasty ones. I cut out the part where she slammed the cheese onto the scale. She was nasty. She ripped it out of my hands. It was like, do you want it or not? Oh, I'll go weigh it. But then most importantly to this, this story right now is the one deli manager, she said that Kroger flew after our investigations, after the viral videos, Kroger flew their president down to Atlanta to visit all the stores that I had in my videos. And she even said in that video that he had just done a walkthrough and he said he did not like the weight of this cheese. So they fixed it. I've been checking them. I've checked them before I took my 1.5-month break. I checked them and I did a video on checking them. And then I've been checking them over the last couple of weeks since I came back, as far as I know. You guys get out there and check them. Check Domino's, check Domino's Sugar, check Kroger cheese. Who is that? Omega? Mega Entertainment on YT says if you come to Maryland, you have a nice, safe, long drive to park. Would love to check my local giant. Do you have Giant Eagle up there? El Giant Eagle. Yin. I used to be from. I'm from Pittsburgh originally. We had Giant Eagle up there and that. Yeah, but I appreciate a lot of people are saying I can stay when if you're not aware, I'm heading out planning. I have a trip I'm planning in my motorhome in October to travel the country, Florida, Texas, over to Cali, up the West Coast, back over across the Midwest, back down to Georgia is what we're planning for. I have funding in my bio. There's a GoFundMe. A lot of people are generous tonight. Anything that's gifted on here, or here or here, goes to that. I'm on Cameo now. I haven't done one yet, but I'm on Cameo. I'm donating plasma and I'm door dashing. So this is going to happen. So you guys that have donated, and there's no pressure. I'm not strong arming anybody. What I'm appreciative is you guys get the videos out there and get them in the face of people. But we'll see. So a lot of people are saying that and I'm appreciating that. So if we get to know each other, as I start traveling, I'll be doing lives. Please, let's get to know each other. I've had some bad situations. I had to flee Michigan once because somebody promised a job and it turned out there was no job. I went all the way from Georgia to Michigan. There was no job, and he just got out of the psych ward. He had set up two burner numbers, one where he was pretending to be a stalker, a totally different person, and demanding that I go live all throughout the day. Said he followed me from Atlanta, and then he was pretending to be another person that was going to offer me a job and pretending to be him. But this guy was bad people, like bad people. And I confronted the guy and said, hey, man, because I was supposed to go work there then. Anyway, it's a long story. I had to flee Michigan. You ever done Whole Foods? No, I haven't. So I don't. I'm in North Georgia, so I don't have a lot of Whole Foods up here. But I have you. You guys have sent me. You guys have sent me 4 or 5 items in Whole Foods. Some frozen items in the bag. I can't remember them. They're in my. I take screenshots of the stuff. So keep sending me stuff, guys, please. So either do Whole Foods on. I have another 2 months here before I head out. I'll leave if we hit the target. Gas alone is going to be about 4,000. It's 1,000 in my RV that takes 8 miles a gallon just to get to Cali straight shot. So if we start getting near the goal on the GoFundMe, and the other stuff starts adding up, and I get some plasma. The plasma donation is about 400 a month total, and I might leave earlier. Giving Michigan a bad name. Yeah, my old family remembers that, man. This guy was crazy. Went by General Beard. Save a lot here. Cuts weight off of stuff. Florida. I'll be heading to Florida first is the plan, Jan, and then over to Texas. I'm going to HEB and the stores in Texas, Albertson, stuff like that. Then over to Cali. If funds run short, I'd like to get to Oregon up that way because I got a buddy. I got a connection here. He wants to start a chapter. So if you guys want to start a chapter in other states, let me know. DM me doing what I do, and we're gonna work as a team building them. That's insane. Z-Man said, yeah, it was nuts, man. I literally fled. The guy said, so the guy, we have a few people in here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on, but yeah, so I'll finish the story. So it was trimming because it's legal up there. And I'm not even, that's not even my thing, but it was like $800. You know what I mean? And cool, whoever it is, every once in a while, maybe. But trimming. And he said he had a farm. And then when I went up there, he was like, but I got this other guy to let you park the RV there. Your dog can run around. I'm like, all right, I guess. And this guy, yeah, guys, can you put my Cash App up? They're asking for my Cash App. Thank you, Jenna. I have in my bio, if you press, I have other methods, guys, besides CA. I got PP. I got the GoFundMe. I got, if you press my bio, I have methods on every platform. I have methods for funding and helping. Somebody will put it up. It's $ DWD 138. I was an old Misfits punk rock kid. We are 138. So, hey, Lonnie, what's up, brother? One of the most talkative. Hey, let's give it up for this man. What's up, my man? I'm trying to pin you up there. Okay, so I tell you guys this, right? I tell you guys this. You're getting an award tonight, Lonnie. You're getting an award. So, Lonnie over on TT. So, I tell you guys to make the videos go, the most important things are number one, watch them all the way through because the more retention you have, the more they push it out. Number two, obviously, repost. Number three is comments. Yeah. Lonnie will get in there and he will talk his ass off, and he will talk to people. And thank you, brother. I said I commented in one of the threads, and I thank you for that. He gets in there and he just comments and talks to people, and he gets in debates and nothing nasty, but that doing that, Lonnie, helps the videos go, and I appreciate you, and I noticed you. Thank you, man. Thank you. She's posted my Cash App now. There we go. I got it up there. Yeah. So where were we? So yeah. So anyway, it was getting down to the wire where I was supposed to go park my RV over on this farm. You guys all know what I'm talking about in Michigan, right? The green stuff. And it's legal up there. And I was supposed to go work for him. And he was like an old, like bootlegger, right? When he was smuggler and stuff in the 80s when it wasn't legal, and probably other stuff, man. We went to visit him, me and this guy that just got out of the psych ward. He took me over to visit and showed his farm and all that. I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. I've never seen this much stuff in my life. And anyway, but then I never heard from the guy. And then he started talking about, hey, the guy wants you to do this and that. I'm like, this is starting. Then he was telling me that people were after my kids. He was like, hey, Jimmy. He was like, I don't know, man. These guys contacted me. They said they were going to go after your son. I was like, what? I was like, so give me their number. Tell me who they are. Give me their tag on TikTok. Who are they? He's like, oh, dude, they know TikTok won't do anything. I said, give me the number, man. He was like, oh, they won't do anything. That was it. So I started flushing him out. So what I did is I called the dude, and I was like, hey, hey, I'm gonna bring my RV over on Saturday, right? And he was like, what the hell are you talking about? Anyway, I was like, this guy, let's call him Mike. Mike said this. I unloaded the whole thing on the guy, and the guy was like, oh yeah. He was like, hey, here's how me and my family handle things. We take people out into cornfields and have meetings. I was like, it ain't me, man. I said, I'm leaving Michigan tomorrow. And I left. I said, you need to talk to that sneak. Anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for the gifts on the CA. Anybody that's funding, I appreciate you. If you're helping get this video, Rabbit, what's the video up to now? Somebody go check TT and see what we're up to now. Lonnie's posting steak. Thank you, Lonnie, for the rose. Anything that's donated on either platform is going to the trip. Please check the Tillamook cheese. I just bought Tillamook. Oh, no, it was a different brand. It was an Amish brand. The 8-ounce package has been weighing 7. Oh, God. Please DM me. There's just so much. Oh, thank you, KTs. There's just so much that's you guys have that's slipping through my. I know Tillamook. I'll try to remember. If you can DM me or show me pics or send me pics on TT or FB or whatever. 97. We went from 97K on the boycott video since what? 4 o'clock in 5 hours. I posted TT first about 5 to 5. We're at 97K, guys. It's going viral. You guys are doing it, TT. Where are we on? And no, this isn't a competition with YT because YT is going slower. It's been going slower. You're a vendor, Tanya? How's your pop? She's over there. She's good. I usually show her at the end of the live stream. I'm going to be on a few more minutes. I'm still able to talk. Let me get some tea. Namaste. YT is spamming commercials. Yeah, I'm just not getting the reach. At one point, I wasn't getting the reach at. See, I took a break. I took a month and a half break, and it slowed down on Instagram YT. Instagram's picking back up. TT's picking back up. But YT was, and I get a little bit, I get not barely anything on TikTok. I showed everybody last night. I'll show you. A lot of people are like, you make all kinds of money off it. No, you don't. No, you don't. I have 3 combined that just give me enough and don't even to live in a motorhome on a motorhome site and pay out. I mean, but 3 combined, I'm almost there. But I put a lot of my own money into buying products and testing them and weighing them, and I have been. And anything I made on videos, if it was an overage, I did pretty good with the in the beginning or right in the middle in the gas videos. I was receiving like extra, like which is, and then they took it away with like 10 videos. But anyway, long story short, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Read my comment, Tanya. You are what? What is Tanya? I've been watching you since the neck surgery. Thanks. I had a big lipoma. Anybody can go on TikTok and go way back. YouTube has a lot of the cabin when I lived in the cabin. They have stopped filling bottles of checkout travel. I got something else, guys. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna start doing too. They have stopped filling bottles up. Check out. I don't know. I'm missing your other comments. Say it again. Send this guy Costco gift cards. No membership needed. I have a membership. I got a Costco and a Sam's. I did 2 videos, one in each. They were just kind of test videos. Everybody was like flipping out because I was just showing some things like FYI, this sugar's an ounce under, and these peppers are under, and people are like, that isn't nothing. Listen, guys, when we have mounted an investigation and campaign and we are calling out a company, you will know. If I make a video like the tomato video I made a couple weeks ago, where all of them were under and there was room for more in there, and there might have been some shrinkage. They're supposed, and I stated the proper purveyor will have an overage to make it. Anyway, that was an FYI. But I said at the end of a lot of people don't make it to the end of the video and they start commenting out of emotion. You don't know what you're talking about, you dumb asshole. That was an FYI. I said, buy it or don't. It's up to you. But this Walmart brand chicken, Kentucky Legend, Domino Sugar, Kroger cheese, that's an investigation. That's a call out. Well, we keep hammering them, and we keep doing investigations. And that's what we're on now. That's the difference. Thank you, Captain. I missed it again. I'm sorry, Tanya. It's really hard. I got two threads going too at the same time, and I'm trying to tell stories. I promise. DM me. Push. What's up, man? Chip. They called it Chip. You're fighting the good fight. Tea Gardens. If you're in here, if you're in there, YT, all you guys that are getting the videos out there, you're fighting the good fight. We've done a lot of good work. If you haven't seen the videos, go on any of the my profile pages and see what we've done. Leather's here. Napoleon. I think, Lonnie, you heard me talk about Costco. I'm reading. I'm going to come down to YT and read. Get your comments in on YT. I'm going to read that next if you like, if you have questions. Trail and travel bottles. I'm not sure what those are, hun. DM me. I'm not sure what trail and travel bottles are. Like water bottle. I'm not sure what those are. Sorry. But I mean, I'll check it. You have to DM me. Yeah, I don't know what that is, huh? DM Jimmy proof of any product short waiting. Thank you, Rabbit. Are you Rabbit? We need the M&M Rabbit. That needs to be our theme song right now with this boycott. We have one shot, guys. If we are successful at this, Shadow Jin Jin, thank you. If we are successful at this, we'll be able to do this with other corporations. And we're taking on the biggest one first. Don't feel bad about making a little money. Do this. Not let your living in a mansion. Blessings. Thank you. You talk about me. I'm a minimalist. Omega was like, don't feel bad about making little money doing this. But that's why I was thanking people for the donations and the funding. I mean, this is legitimately a non-for-profit now. It will be on paper very shortly, and the website will be up. Thank you, Shadow Jin Jin. But I'm just thanking. I was using that to thank people, because I need the help. We need the funding if we want this. If we want this to go further, but I'm a minimalist. I became a minimalist when I lived from having to be homeless and build a log cabin to live in near my kids on state land. I just kind of was forced out. I lost everything. I was down to a backpack or a bag of clothes, a tent, a bike, and $20 when I moved into the woods. I got sober in the woods, but now in the RV, I like having less responsibility, just having what I need. So YT, can the Institute of Justice help with lawsuits? I'm not real familiar. Help, guys. Desiree, help me. Like, I got this guy. I'm not gonna say his name just yet, but I love minimalism. I got this guy who's helping, man. He's guiding me through it, and I trust him. I'm going off the energy, man. I knew from the beginning I didn't like that other guy. He was trying to control the attorney that was a scam artist, was trying to control everything. He got me when he said I have 4 lawyers that we can put on the board. I'm like, wait a minute. Help me with it. I don't know. I'll have to research that. I'm just one of us. I never, um, what is the word I'm looking for? When you say you're something, I'm getting tired. I never profess to be a professional anything, and I'm humble. We need help. You are only as strong. You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. Lonnie's putting stuff in here. Lon, when you guys comment in here, it pushes us out. We're already on a shadow ban for the live from the other night. You know, it's going to take a lot of people to get this to another level. We're going to expand. We're expanding. We're going to have you guys that want to have other chapters in other states. The website is going to have a place to upload all your videos, any of your findings. Then we're going to expand into other consumer advocacy issues. You know, out of the short waiting. Somebody else can do the short waiting. One of the other chapters can keep the short waiting going. I can move. Oh, guess what? This is what I have on the burner, on the back burner. I'm gonna pull it forward soon, probably after this boycott. But I'm ordering a 5-gallon. Thank you for the rose. A 5-gallon measurable contain bucket that has a hole in it. It's off a I can't say that third party or they'll shadow ban me again. It's often not. I'm not even saying. I'm buying a bucket. Buying a bucket. And anyway, I'm going to gas stations. I found a stick siphon. We're going to start measuring large amounts. If you saw any of my gas videos, I measured only 32 ounces, which we need much more than that because I'm seeing people putting out videos where they're getting air at the end of the pump. But we're going to start testing bigger ones, and I'll still test for 15% ethanol. But I'm telling you what, man, another video I'm going to do is that when I did that video at Sam's Club, I filled up. I filled up that day when there was that bad gas. And my car did start choking, and I was out of power, and I started freaking out. I didn't even video because I didn't want to get stalled. I had food, but here's the thing: I had a full tank of that shit. I swear to you, I could watch the Sam's gasoline. I could watch it. I drove 25 miles from Athens to Commerce, Georgia, and I watched it like this. So I'm going to do some comparisons on different gas in my car, watching it go, because somebody else was telling me that too. They were like, dude, it's burning so fast. And I've thought that before, but then I thought it was paranoia. But that Sam's gas, a bit much. Welcome in. That Sam's gas, dude. I'm telling you, the Walmart and Sam's, they do not relinquish where they get their gas from. Like Costco gets it from. It all comes from same distributors, like Shell. Costco, has some of the higher graded gas with Shell and whatnot. But anyway, I'm telling you, man, I've never seen my needle drop like that in 25 miles. Yeah, but I'm gonna start weighing some of the. I'm gonna start weighing. Who is Rabbit? Who are you? Who is Rabbit then? I thought you were new. Who is Rabbit? If you say Jimmy Dean, then you're what? Rabbit, did you change your name? Who the hell is Rabbit? I'm really thinking you're new. Forgive I have no memory. California gas is the same shite gas outside C.A. was noticeable. Yeah, I'm gonna test it, guys. I'll at least test it, make a video or two, and we'll see together. But I'm gonna start weighing out 5 gallons of gas and see what we get with this. So that's another product. It's gonna be about $80 I'm gonna buy. But the siphon's like 30 and they want 58. You don't get free shipping with it. With that one place you get free ship. I gotta stop. They're gonna ban me more. But for some reason you have to pay for like $25 shipping and the bucket's like 48 or 38 and $25 shipping. Anyway, we're gonna be doing that. All right, YT, I'm sorry. I told you I'd start reading down here. Food line meat weights are hella fishy. Food line's a place. I know somebody told me that we had them in Georgia. I have been claiming that we don't have food line in here, but somebody said they're out in Augusta, which is still 2 hours from me. But food line is on the list to check. We need to ban GMO foods. I know, hon. Somebody got in my shit about that, and I snapped at him. I mean, I'm not perfect, but I was tired, and somebody said, what do they say in the comments on TT? Somebody said, and not you, not you. Who is this? Did you random tube? Yeah, I mean, you're making a statement. I agree with you. It's just not my area right now. But that's what they said. They said, oh, you'll point out this stuff, but you don't. Of course, you don't have anything to say about like GMO and how the food's killing us. I'm like, excuse me. Okay, first of all, this is what I'm doing with what I'm doing. What are you doing about what you're doing or what you're talking about? Besides bitching about what I'm not doing about what you're talking about and along those lines. You know what I mean? It's like the audacity of some people in comments, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I know. GMO, I know. I get you. We're being poisoned. So here's the whole thing on here's my whole theory and concept on thank you, Caradoc. Here's the whole concept on the last 5 years of inflation. As of March, we've been in inflation for 5 years, right? Here's my whole theory and concept. Okay, and you agree with me or disagree? Have invite. Somebody wants to invite. I can't bring anybody in right now, unless it's Cabell Cavan. I'm not bringing anybody up. So did you notice this? Okay, inflation started. We had COVID. Inflation started, right? The first thing these companies started doing was cheapening the products. Yellower cheese in the cheese sauce, more fillers, cornstarches, cheaper ingredients. That's what they started doing to keep their profits, right? So first we saw that. Then we started seeing shrinkflation, right? Where they started making the portion smaller, putting them in the same package and selling them for the same price, right? We all saw shrinkflation. Now we're to the point where they're outright short weighting us. But I mean, I'm getting back to the unhealthy products, which you were saying with GMO, but that was a second. But now they're straight out short weighting to keep their profits, but not to get off the tangent of GMOs and poison our food. So a lot of people talk about ice cream, do ice cream. Right? Yogurt cups are under. That's fluid ounces, guys. Basically, it's measured in volume. The best way to understand it is water is heavier than whipped yogurt. Okay. Now, ice cream, you all see the videos where they put the Breyers ice cream. Thank you. Hello, Win. Hello. Thank you for the roses. Well, they put it in, they leave it out overnight and it doesn't melt because they're mixing halogenated oils, coconut oils. It's not even ice cream anymore. My standard is, at least in Georgia, my landmark is Bluebell, which I like. And I gained, when I was off for a month and a half, I gained 20 pounds. I don't know if anybody noticed. In my last videos, people were like, man, he's losing a lot of weight because I was on a carnivore diet. And then I just kind of got cabin fever and just took a break and kind of collapsed because I kind of collapsed. It was just a lot of work for 5 months. But anyway, Bluebell, anything from Bluebell to the right is all shit. Like Breyers, they're whipping air into this oil-based, which Breyers vanilla, I still think vanilla, like the original vanilla, has cream in it. But this stuff isn't food, guys. It's not food. It's like, well, look what they do to us. Look what they'll do to us. To feed who we're calling the cattle. Feed the cattle. Feed the cattle. Just feed them crap. They'll eat it. Make it colorful, and they'll wolf it down. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, stuck on the wiring. If anybody lives in the Atlanta area, North Georgia, and you know anything about like IT and want to help me get my studio better, DM me. I need to figure out how to get on because I'm talking into YT. I have my phone on a little tiny tripod hanging over the top of my computer, and then YT, the camera's there, and then TikTok's right here. So that's what we're doing. Hello from Maryland. Hello from Georgia. All right, what else we got? YT. One man versus the world. Godspeed, says David Gross. I appreciate that, David, but it's not one man. Yeah, I do the investigations, but I say this over and over. If it wasn't for you, David, and everybody else, none of this would have happened. And none of this would go in the direction it's about to go. You guys are the other half of this. David, you're the other half of this. You guys get the videos out there. We've developed a weapon. We've created a weapon with social media, and we have a pattern on how we do it. You know, that chicken. If you're new or if you just came in, I was supposed to be. They didn't. The Sun called me. They have the U.S. Sun. There's one in Europe too. They called me to. Thank you, Rabbit. Um, they called me and we did an interview. They have 65 million viewers. That's just as big. That's as big as USA Today. They're a little more. They're a different type of. If you know who the Sun is, a little different than USA Today. Anyway, we did an interview, and that was last Thursday. And I even told you guys on here it's going to be out next week because that's what he said. And I'm like, whoa! Today I'm like, wait, today's Wednesday or is it Thursday? Today's Thursday, whatever it is. So I hit her up and I'm like, hey, was like, hey, is the piece still going on? I was like, I was just wondering. I said, it's on the Walmart chicken, if you guys know what I'm talking about. I found package after package after package after package after package, and you guys have sent me pictures of packages all across the nation and Canada, probably. There's more in there. I've seen dozens of them so far, showing that they're underweight up to a half a pound in the package. So she says back, I was like, because I want to promote it, just let me know. She's like, oh, I wanted to update you. I'm sorry, I got really busy. So I reached out to Walmart's PR at corporate to tell them we were doing the piece, and they flipped out. They went ballistic. They were very agitated about our videos that we got out. Thanks for reposting the live over on TT. And they asked her to speak to her editor, which she then did. And they, I don't know. She just said, we're still intending on getting it out, and I'm hoping it's soon. So this is what Walmart has done. They're trying to stop the truth from getting out there. That's what these companies do to make sure that they do not lose profits. It's all they care about is profits. They can get over it. I mean, without somebody else will latch on. She's still, as far as I know, it's going out. But I thought it would have been out by now. I mean, I tried to tell her that's what happened with Betty Lynn Fisher with the Kentucky Legend. The same thing happened. It was the same thing. She reached out to them to get a statement. They were like, well, we aren't giving a statement, but it's Kentucky Legend's fault. That's all the statement. But then they had some other remarks. And I think Betty Lynn Fisher asked them about what I was proclaiming, because I did research on, was that Walmart pays for the meat, not by the label, but by what it weighs in the case. So any labels that are over, like this chicken we've just found, the Kentucky Legend hams that were double the weight, is all extra profit because they've only paid for what that case weighed, not the label it says on the label. And they refused to answer anything. And then she asked an economist about that statement, what I just made, and the economist said, yes, that is true. What was my point, though? Oh, and then Justin Gray. Same thing happened with Justin Gray. When Justin Gray and I found the Domino Sugar together. Justin Gray interviewed me and went on it. He was like, they wanted to go on an audit with me. We went into Kroger and I just started doing what I was doing, and they filmed me in Kroger with a little tiny camera. His editor and his cameraman, and we were done with some meat and we went down an aisle and we picked up some powdered sugar, and I immediately was like, this is under. He was like, really? And we put it, and we found the Domino Sugar right then. And then he called them out on it, and I went out to keep finding more, he called them out on it and asked them about it, and they were like, "Oh no, we check our scales regularly on a daily basis. There's nothing, there's no possible way." And he told me that they were shitty about it, that they were snarky. He was like, they were really snarky about it, and they said that I'm lying. And I said, "Oh yeah." I said, what did I say to him? I said, "Oh, we'll see." And I went out and found more, and everybody knows with Justin Gray made a second statement, and they admitted that there was a problem. And then we found out from the whistleblower, who, if you guys are whistleblowers, I promise you, and I never say this on my kids' lives, that I would never ever relinquish you, your family, any connection to you. Because this whistleblower blew out. He said blew out. He reached out, said he was on the. I'm going to turn my air conditioner off. Then I don't have to scream anymore. He said that he was on. He was in the. He was in the on the production line for the exact bags, and what they were doing is they had the variant set on the scale before they box them and ship them, set the 2 ounces over and 2 ounces under. And after the viral videos, they dialed it back to zero like it should be. So, but then Justin Gray also reached out to Walmart about the shrimp, because I made many videos, 13 bags, and talk about funding. I did that's 13 bags at $18. But this means, this is my heart and soul. I will put whatever I need to put into it, or can put into it. But I did 13 bags. I didn't do 13 videos, but I weighed 13 bags. I did about 8 videos. The playlist is on TT above if you go on my profile page, you can find Walmart Shrimp Cake. And I was finding bags. I had a system where if they weighed, and I show you in one of the videos, if they're weighing 2 pounds, what they were supposed to be weighing 2 pounds, 0.3 ounces, or 0.4, or 2 pounds, 3 ounces, or 2 pound, 4 ounces, they would be underweight, or 5 ounces, even underweight, anywhere from an ounce to 6 ounces after you dethawed them or deglazed them. And then I proved that Walmart compared to Kroger was double glazing. And then I showed the size of the shrimp. There weren't even 4151s. They were throwing in 5161s, and they were double glazing. I had 200 milliliters of glaze water off of the Walmart brand, the Great Value shrimp, and only had 100 milliliters of glazed water off the Kroger. And the Kroger shrimp weighed 2 pounds. There's videos. So Justin Gray went out on a second after we did our thing. He went out again on his own, and they weighed that Walmart shrimp, and they found the bags that they picked out. They used my method. They found were a quarter pound short. So he went to Walmart and said, this was in the middle of my Walmart shrimp cake. He went to Walmart and said, "Hey man, what about these bags of shrimp?" And they said, "We tested them. They're fine. We found nothing." As they said, "We've tested. We found nothing." Like putting the attic in charge of the stash. I mean, come on, man. So then I went on again and I proved it, and that's that, and it's over. But the point is, that's what to the woman from the Sun, the reporter from the Sun, they're gonna do that. That's what they do. They're gonna kick and scream and deny and not admit to anything, and they're gonna try to get you to not post a piece. On YT, Domino's factory is a pretty short drive from me in Howard County. Found my scale, so I'll go check Domino's. Keep checking them, guys. I checked them right after the videos for about a month, and I did a video on it. I still check. So I've been back for a couple weeks now. I've checked 3 or 4 times in Kroger, and I found them to be on. Sometimes you go in, and there's only 5 bags. We need to keep checking Walmart, Domino's sugar. We need to keep checking Kroger cheese. We need to keep checking the shrimp. Jay Kramer on YT says, "You are amazing, Jimmy, getting people on board with the boycott. We don't need to prove it was intentional or manifest consequences. They can deny all they want." Yeah, they're going to deny. I have videos proving things. Okay. And it's not just short waiting. We are boycotting for lots of reasons. If you saw the video, I listed them all there. Well, I named a few. The digital price tags that are going to be able to be manipulated, changed during certain times. a box of graham crackers is going to cost one, and then when nobody's in the store, at one price, it's going to cost 20 cents more when nobody's in the store. Prices are going to change at certain times by the time you get to the register. Also with the help me again, I'm drawing a blank. With the pricing. Come on, guys. Rabbit. I'm just talking too much. Dynamic pricing. With the dynamic pricing, where they're monitoring you, you're in one area, or whatever you're tracked in the Walmart app. And if you bought a Vizio television and they're monitoring everything you purchase and whatnot, they'll charge you more than they might charge somebody else, depending on maybe your bank or what your salary is or whatever. We had two guys that proved that. I'm going to find them, and I plan on doing a video connected to my Vizio television video where I was saying that, and everybody called me crazy. And these two guys were 5 miles apart from each other, whatever, in one city, and they did an online order, and they charged them two different prices. We're also anybody Damon Darling, for what happened to him, how they banned him for life. I could see them banning me. I've already been kicked out of Walmart last week for trying to show them that the chicken was underweight and it shouldn't be on the shelf. And they kicked me out and told me not to film anymore in that store. Damon Darling, we have people boycotting for that. For all the things that I've listed, the short waiting, the class action lawsuits, just the bullshit. Tired of being squeezed and marketed by this company who increased profits by $2.5 billion last year. If you're new in here tonight, we've been talking about it. Well, we still suffer in inflation. And then they put all that money into AI programming, forecast marketing with AI, so they can market you with emotion. I don't even know if this is true, but they're talking about emotional. If you're in the store with AI cameras, they can market. They're creating a marketing universe where they can get as much out of each individual as possible. It's sickening. They're treating us like cattle. They're treating us like slaves. This whole country for that. We're slaves on a tax farm. We're taxed on everything. And that's another thing I'm always saying is you wonder why some of these government agencies aren't changing things. Every time you buy something, you pay tax. Isn't there a government agency checking stuff? The Weights and Measures is supposed to, man. And I just answer the question. I'm not talking shit on them, but they didn't respond to any of my emails, any of the videos I sent them over Kentucky Legend, any of my phone calls. Not just me, but I guess I was a little gung-ho, and I happened to post the phone number in a couple lives, and I know dozens, if not a couple hundred people from here called the Georgia AG Weights and Measures. Right? Anybody out there from back then want to say yes, we did? Julie DeBerg, you from DeBerg? What are you doing, Julie, up there in that? All right, let's read on TikTok a little bit. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the AI, Lonnie. Yeah, the AI stuff is hurting. I mean, they're using it. That was one thing they said. They said we won't ever use AI cameras and AI detection, and they're doing it. They can't. It's not like facial recognition where they have the database of like the police department or the government on you, but they have their own personal database. There's been reports that, and I don't know if this is true or not. When I know it's true, I'll tell you it's true. If this is hearsay, I always try to have 5 points of research. If I find three out of the five say one thing, then I might go with 4 out of the 5, definitely. 5 out of the 5, I might go to 7. But people are saying that they'll let you steal the small things, and that's in their database. They have the AI recognition when you come in and you steal the small things, and they wait till you have a felony. I don't know if that's true or not, but they are compiling database on people. Their pinhole cameras can see receipts now, which that's fine, man. Protect your company. But they're making all these profits. They're not ever having a break-even year like many of us Americans are, let alone a loss, to increase profits. Every single corporation is like that. We're struggling. I walked out with 2.5 bags that cost me $80, and there wasn't a steak in it the other day. Walmart ran. Okay, so this is KY Gunrunner. Yeah, this is a big point. So this is the history of Walmart. Walmart ran this is when the evil started. So I'll read what he said in a second. So when Walmart first started in the 90s, well, I'm just saying around the 90s, that's when I remember. I was a department manager for the foods department before they had the super centers when I was young. And they were amazing. You couldn't get a better deal. There was the Waltons, they were wholesome. We all loved them. They were American heroes. It was once what he's saying right here, once they ran the mom and pops out of business. Where'd it go? Walmart ran the mom and pop stores out of business, and now they do what they want because they killed the competition. And most towns don't have options, and that's it. Brother, sister, is that Jody? I don't know if it could be a unisex name. Jody. Um, yes, that's when it all started. Once the mom and pops, all the hardware stores, all the remember Ames, remember Hills, and somebody's from Pittsburgh, Julia. You remember Hills and Ames and Kmart and just little mom and pop stores. Once they killed them all, then they started taking over. Now, oh man, I'm gonna forget my stats. I haven't looked at them in a month. Somebody look them up for me. Walmart controls almost 20% of the US market, grocery market, and I know they're off. I used to have it memorized. And Kroger 12 or something like that. Together they're like, I don't know. It's huge. I will sharpen that up. If somebody wants to look it up, that'd be awesome. What percentage of the market that Walmart controls and what percentage? Turn on reactions. What's that? I don't know. Guys, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. Dynamic pricing is a real thing. Yes, it is. I'm going to read, get your comments in on TT. I'm going to be on for just a little bit longer. I'm going to switch over to TT. Yeah. I mean, everything's owned by BlackRock and Vanguard. And what's the third one? Oh, yes. Who is this? HT. Yes. Big fan. Let's talk about this. YT. Was that HCT? I don't even know. It's all HTC. I'm going to call you HCT. 1788 says, look up a perfect union. It's a perfect union. YT channel. Walmart pushes suppliers to sell products cheaper. Yes, that's a major topic to talk about. Thank you. Thank you. So, a perfect union. You guys got to go look them up. I reached out to them. See, I got goosebumps over that one. I reached out to them and I said, CYT. And I said, hey, just wanted to connect. I'm a big fan. They're amazing. So they were a perfect union. This is where we want to get this is where we want to get to, guys, to be working like them and doing what they're doing. This is the vision that I have. This is the vision, not to mimic them, to be out there with them fighting it. You know what I mean? So they did a pretty good. We need the production. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So basically, they did an undercover investigation of. It was Pepsi. So they were in. They were so Walmart and Pepsi were involved in colluding over a decade, where they were or Pepsi would uh, would inflate the cost to all the mom and pop stores and everybody else around, right? Right? HCT, everybody else around. It's a 15-minute video. Go watch here. Everybody, write this down. Pepsi, it's a collusion, right? Is that what it's called? Pepsi, it's a conspiracy. Okay, so Pepsi was inflating the cost for all the other grocery stores, whenever, and keeping it low for Walmart on purpose. Well, a perfect union went out and did undercover. I'll be honest with you, I got inspiration from them. So that's why I started doing undercover and getting answers and stuff. He sat down and it's like he found a mom and pop grocery store, and the owner or whatever, they told him what they were paying. Anyway, they got a bunch of evidence, and because of them in their documentary, help same stuff we're doing, got it into federal court. And Walmart and Pepsi were in federal court about to I see the stat you got for me, ketamine. Hold on. And listen, we don't argue left and right. Okay, both sides are greedy, both sides are corrupt in certain ways. Okay, we don't do tribalism. We don't argue. You can have your own opinions out of here, but don't break up our unity. Okay, but facts are facts. Okay, When the Trump administration got in, they kicked that out of federal court. And those are just facts, guys. We can go back and forth either side, and we're not doing that. Facts are facts. So because that happened, that whole thing, that was right as soon as what was it, 20 or last year? I don't know. Go watch Pepsi. It's a conspiracy. So Walmart controls 20% to 25% of the total U.S. grocery market, and then Kroger has like 12 to 15. So I like together they have what's 25, 15, 35. Yeah, like together it's like 40%, and it's growing every day. They can between Kroger, and if you haven't seen the Kroger marketplaces now, at least out here in Georgia, they have closed now. Kroger's trying next. They need the garden center, and the Kroger's trying to compete with Walmart, and they're at the point where they're making money. There's also what are the ones up in Chicago? Oh, guys, I will be on. I just got confirmed. I will be on live WBBM in Chicago with my brain's falling. Rob Hart, Rob and Andy on the Rob and Andy show. Rob Hart at the noon business hour. It's probably only gonna be 5 minutes like last time. He just asked me a bunch of questions live, so I will do a video of it. Usually, I record me talking to them. I'll do another video. They don't get a lot of views, but for diehard fans that are really into this and want to hear what's going on, that's big for us, guys. That's big. It's another media outlet that's picking us up. Oh, I promised I'd go over here to thank you, Valetta. Thank you for the heart. I appreciate it. Everything that's been gifted tonight, once again, is going to the trip to get me out across the country and to grocery stores near you. Unless you're buying something around it. I can see. I'm trying to. You guys are quiet over on TT. I saw they patent grocery carts measuring your heart rate. I know it's a. I haven't seen that, but Feral Forest lady. I don't know. They have the locks on them in Kroger now. Like you, I was shooting a video. I was weighing in Kroger, dude. I got broke. If anybody's from the 890s, I got broke. Here's some verbiage from the 90s. I'm gonna read over here on YT in a second. So when I go in, I grab a card, I put my scale down, or I have it on my. Anyway, I go grab. I go grab Kroger cheese, and I go grab. Domino's sugar. I weigh it, and then I have an empty cart when I'm done. Now I just usually bail on it now because of this. I went to like a good guy, you know what I mean? I always put things back better than I found them. Like if I pull Domino's sugar off, I stack it better than they had it. So I was taking the cart back and I went to run like over the threshold, like in the what do you call that? Not the porte cochere. What do you call that? The whatever it's called, out in the front with all the windows where you get the carts. I went to run across it and the thing locked up. It was like kunk, and I hit my throat. Like hit my throat off the handles, man. So they have this security they're putting in those carts. Every single product sold in Walmart is by Kraft Monday. Yeah, did you ever see that? Who was that? Our buddy. I think it was Sup America. He was in here last night. I think it was his video where he was showing how everything you can find a diagram. Everything's owned by the big corporations like Kraft and Hershey, whatever. I can't remember. He's listing some here, or they're listing some here. Modella's, yeah. And then that's all owned by BlackRock and Vanguard and whatever. So good point. Mango scumbag does not care about American people. Mango scumbag. Oh yeah, we don't do that. I mean, don't fight over that guy stuff. We don't YouTube. We stand on that and not fighting. Listen, if we are fighting at each other, we're not fighting up at them. These companies pander to whoever is in office. Proof: when Biden was in office, everybody was PCing their platform. All the social media platform. Trump is in office, they're building them a ballroom. Okay, these companies, it doesn't matter. And both sides are corrupt. I can't stress that enough, guys. If we want to be successful in rising up as a people, we have to stop the tribalism. We have to stop. Facts are facts. We have more in common with each other than we do with any of these politicians and their agendas. We all want schools. We want better schools and better roads and healthcare and education. And all these guys on both sides, to some degrees, are caught up in corruption. So just save it for your other conversations. We just don't fight in here about it. Anyway, all right. Facts. All of them are so corrupt. All right, guys, it's almost 10 o'clock. I think I'm going to get out of here. My brain's starting to short out. I can't remember things. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Anybody that's part of the old community on TikTok, Sally Kent, they've been putting it up there. If you knew her, Maria Mocha, find it out from me. You can DM me. She's having a Memorial Sunday night for her. She was our friend. She was a big part of our support family before I started doing all this stuff. She was a friend of mine. Her and I talked offline all the time. And she's gone. She passed away from a cardiac arrest. So we love her. If you know her, reach out. Everybody else, please, this video, guys. I love each and every one of you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Let's get this video out there. Let's make our own. Let's get the date out there. Let's pass this on. Follow Kevon follow Kevon, Kevell, Ko Kevon, Kovon, I think. Kevon. You'll be seeing him. If you don't know who he has millions of followers. Him and I have put this together. We also invited Sup America, Seth from Seth TV, and some other people. So if you're a big creator, if you're a large creator, and you want to get involved, thank you. It doesn't have nothing. Just the date. I don't want credit for anything. I ain't trying to make a name out of myself. We already have what we have going here. But let's get this out there, guys. This is our chance. If we're successful at this, we can use what we've built to take down other corporations and stand up for the American people. Always remember this, guys. We do this together, and together we create change. All right, guys. Good night. Good night, YouTube.